2-1, didn't you?
Hopefully. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Heat Army podcast and the National League TV streaming service. We hope you are all well this afternoon, and we are looking forward to this game against Barnet here in the Vanarama National League. Of course, the last fixture here was the FA Trophy semi-final, where Gateshead were victorious and progressed to Wembley, and Gateshead have already played Barnet this season. They won 2-1 down at the Hive, and the player that scored the goals looks like he's in contention to be playing at MK Dons this afternoon, Stephen Wern. But it's a very different look Gateshead side at the moment. I do have Mark Carruthers that is going to be with me here on the co-commentary. But before we go any further, we have started a little bit earlier today because we want to play out the interview with Rob Elliott of Gateshead FC TV. So this is what Rob had to say in the build-up to this game, and we'll be back with the team news very shortly.
Rob, a weekend at home this week, obviously with Barnet visiting the stadium. I mean, just quickly looking back to Tuesday, obviously you were supposed to have that game against Solihull, postponed due to the weather. So what's the week looked like in place of that, really?
Yeah, it's just a normal week. We trained Tuesday night once we knew the game was off, and then we trained Wednesday and then prepared for the game today. So sort of as close to a normal week as possible. Obviously disrupted a little bit by the game being called off so late, but sort of out of our hands really. So we just sort of cracked on as we normally would and ready to go for tomorrow.
Yeah, and touching on tomorrow a little bit, I mean, Barnet did have a game on Tuesday. They went to Oldham. I mean, it probably feels like most of the time you are usually the ones who are having a game and not having as much sort of rest period between it before having a game on the Saturday. But what, if any, difference do you feel like that kind of actually makes when you look at it from your perspective, having a few days extra rest in you than Barnet have done?
I don't think it makes too much difference, to be honest. You know, we had that run last year. We played pretty much every 3 days, and you know, you get momentum, you get consistency, you get understanding, you get match ready. Obviously, ideally, we want more games because a lot of our lads need some minutes. The new lads who've come in, so we haven't been able to get them. So we've been trying to build them up in training, which has been good, and we're getting there slowly. But yeah, it's, you know, for Barnet, obviously, you know, I thought they were very unlucky in the result. I thought they were very good despite losing. So I suppose for them, they'll want to be back on the horse to get another win. And for us, it's a case of, you know, starting to build up some momentum, get back to our structure in terms of game understanding, the way we play, helping the new lads bed in, and yeah, just slowly trying to get players back on the pitch as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned having some new lads in the ranks, obviously quite a few new faces now really in terms of lads who've come in but probably haven't been able to get too many minutes on the pitch yet. But how is the process from your point of view of trying to bed those lads in? Obviously quite a few of them are fairly young lads sort of towards the start of their careers as well. Yeah,
it's just trying to cover everything really. It's trying to cover the detail in terms of the way we play. It's trying to get their minutes up. It's trying to get them on the pitch again. Dawkins is unfortunate in terms of the red card, so then we down to 10, so we can't get lads on the pitch in positions we want to, because we had to think about the overall structure. Obviously having to put Mams on when he wasn't even in the squad to start the day wasn't ideal. The lads were tremendous in terms of their application and their and the way they went about the business after we went down to 10. Unfortunately, in my opinion, we created enough chances to get something from the game, but we just weren't able to be ruthless, and I think that's what we're looking for now, is to get back to having that cutting, attacking threat, and the boys coming in hoping to help us add to that.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously we touched on Barnet a little bit in terms of them having that game on Tuesday, but in terms of, you know, the league position and everything, they're still one of the sides fighting right up the top end of the table, even with that defeat on Tuesday. So how are you looking ahead to tomorrow specifically in terms of testing yourselves? And I suppose for new boys, if any of them do start or get on the pitch at some point, it's well, not a baptism of fire, but I suppose it's showing the toughest test that the league can offer for them right off the bat, really.
Yeah, really, yeah. I think it's going to be a good game. I thought the game when we played them down their place, it was an excellent game. Obviously, we were pleased with the win, but Barnet are a very, very good team. I think they've probably become a bit more possession-based even since we played them, and they were a possession-based team anyway. However, with, you know, the likes of Kamambra up front, they can be more direct. They like to put crosses in the box. They like to control the midfield with the box that they play. So it's up to us to sort of counter that and also make sure that our game and our structure dominates theirs and that we get control of the football, because otherwise it'll be a difficult night for us. And then, yeah, with the new lads coming in, it's just a good taste to them of what a top team in the National League looks like, teams that are vying for promotion, and we have to stand up to that physical test and also mentally be able to be brave enough to keep playing our football, keep sticking to our concepts, and then obviously on the flip side have that belief that we can go and hurt Barnet and win the game.
Yeah, and in terms of obviously the new arrivals coming in, Dejan, someone who's come in this week, another sort of body to the front line to add as well. It's his first sort of senior loan, so how much are you looking forward to seeing him in action, but also I suppose trying to help him? I mean, we mentioned bedding in and stuff as well. I suppose it's a bit of a different environment in his first senior loan versus being in the academies, although obviously he has been around the first team at Derby and things like that as well. Yeah,
no, Dej is he's a big, powerful lad, but you have to remember sometimes that despite his physical stature, he's still an under 18. So it's a huge testament that we're able to, to Derby, to him and to us to be able to get him in and develop him. I'm excited to get him on the pitch. I think he's got a real natural desire to score goals. He's got a rawness about him with his age, that can be unpredictable, but he's also got fantastic technique. You know, he holds the ball up really well. He understands the patterns in the play, and you know, like all the players that come here, whether they're on loan or our players, we're just going to try and help them develop to get better. And yeah, so he's a real exciting one to see. You know, I think patience with Dej as well, in the fact that he is young, so we need to make sure we support him and make sure the minutes are right for him when they're applied. But it adds good options across the front line, and that's what I want. I want a sort of an option in every position, so that ultimately the lads know that they've got to buy in and perform. And with the amount of games coming up, you know, there's going to be lots of rotation and lots of minutes for everyone because of the fact of the hectic schedule with the games called off. And I think that's really important. The squad depth's really important. And yeah, Dej, Kane, Evo, Wermo, Beachy, the lads have added to that.
And a little bit of positive news on the injury front with players who are already here but have been out for a little bit, in that Ed Francis has been able to come back into training a little bit at least. Obviously a bit of a protective headband he's sporting as well with the nature of the injury he had, so good on that front from your point of view, I imagine, to sort of see him back in the mix, even if it maybe isn't, you know, fully ready to be back in the squad or anything like that yet.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's just walking down there smiling at us. So no, it's brilliant to see him in. Obviously straight away he comes in, his quality comes back into training, which is great, but we've got to respect his injury, and ultimately we've got to protect Ed. We've got to protect him from himself as well. So yeah, he's probably 2 or 3 weeks away from being back on the pitch, but signs are really positive. You know, we'll get checked up again. He's got the protective headband, headpiece, etc. So no, it's good. I think obviously, you know, still got Greg, Tinks, Boots now with the suspension. You know, we've got a lot of strength coming back in, so it's a real challenge to the lads who get their minutes now to make sure they make it as difficult as possible for these boys to get back in, and also make sure that, you know, as a group, as a squad, we understand how we play, our concepts, and going forward that whoever plays in any position understands it well enough to still be effective. Because coming up against multiple different types of teams, we're going to need different individuals in different scenarios to be able to showcase their talents to help us get the points and keep us in the top half of the table, pushing towards the playoffs.
And aside from Ed, how is the sort of rest of the picture of the squad looking as well? Obviously you mentioned there that Regan's suspended at the moment as well. Yeah,
no, we've got a bit of an issue with Regan's suspension. We're trying to appeal it, but there's a bit of a technical issue, and so I think that's with the FA. Hopefully, yeah, they'll look at it, because I think probably it's quite clear to see that, in our opinion, it's not a red card. So hopefully that'll be resolved, and fingers crossed that's good news. But we'll have to wait and see. Let everyone at the club deal with that. Obviously, I think everyone's been made aware. Mams, unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago lost his mum suddenly. So he met us at Dorking and ended up being on the pitch, and obviously it's an absolute, it's an incredible feat the way he played second half to do that, considering the situation. So we're obviously making sure that we're doing whatever we can for him. He's not going to be available this weekend for personal reasons, but obviously I think it goes without saying that the way the lads have been, the way Mams has been, we just want to love and support him as best we can. And when he's ready to, he'll be back on the pitch for us, helping us as he always does. But other than that, just the other lads coming back. Greg, good news. Tommy's getting there, 90 as well. Connor Panny's up in his work, so should be back next week. So hopefully the squad's getting stronger, and we can start looking forward to watching more people come back on the pitch and enjoy the football that we always enjoy watching.
Well, there we go. Welcome back to our audio listeners, and welcome to everyone on the National League TV streaming service. My name is David Carruthers. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you today. I'm joined by Mark Carruthers. Mark, we've just been looking at the team sheet there. There's a few new names that have been coming into Gateshead. We've got two that are starting here. Three really. It's the first time we're going to see the goalkeeper on his debut, Eddie Beach. But we've been saying this for a little while now, and you love Gateshead.
It seems like every week there's someone new coming in, but obviously that was necessary, but given the departures and players going back to the parent clubs after loans, and the likes of Stephen Wern moving on as well. Obviously Eddie Beach, it'll be a first chance to look at him for the vast majority of supporters here today. Was left on the bench for the FA Trophy win the other week. Good to see, although not a new player, but good to see Joe Grayson back as well. Looking forward to seeing Jordan Hunter get a start as well in that right wing back position. Ben Warman and Jack Stott have obviously played in the trophy tie, but it's a good chance to test themselves against what I think is one of the best teams in the league. And then obviously the lads on the bench as well, the likes of Kane Adam, Kieran Evans and DeJohn Brown as well. So interesting times.
It certainly is. Well, I'll go through the teams quickly. So Mark just went through the Gateshead team. I'll go through the visitors. Josh Keeley in goal, Reece Hall Johnson, Ben Cocker, Marvin Armstrong, Jerome Aquino, Nick Kabamba and Idris Kanu, Harry Pritchard, Anthony Hartigan and Adi Alawu, and Jordan Cropper. On the bench is Callum Stead, Jordan Maguire Drew, Connor Stevens, Finley Potter and Zach Brunt. And three names just instantly stand out there in Kanu, Pritchard and Kabamba. We know that they are really top class at this level, maybe even playing below their level. I'd say they're Football League players in my eyes, but we know that they're going to be the players that dictate what happens this afternoon.
Yeah, it's that attacking threat of all three, really. I mean, Kabamba is on fire this season. Kanu, I've always been impressed whenever I've seen him at any level that he's played at. Obviously, he's been in the Football League as well. And Pritchard was a threat here last season, wasn't he, in the trophy semi-final? So, as I say, I think this is one of the best teams in the league. It's a really obvious thing to say given where they are in the league. But you look at through the lineup, there's experience, there's attacking threat, there's solid defensively, and it's going to be a real test of Gateshead's, of this new look Gateshead.
Certainly as well. This is the first league home game of the new year here at Gateshead. The last game in the league played here was the game with York City, of course, where Joe Grayson did have to leave the pitch with the concussion. But as Mark said earlier on, lovely to have him back in the side. And, of course, Kent Richardson, who is captain the side in the absence of, three players, really, in the absence of the actual captain. Ed Francis and Robbie Tinker, you would say, would probably be another captain candidate. But Kent Richardson, in his last few games, really took that armband. And I don't want to go down cliches, but give a captain's performance from the off. He carried himself with that armband, didn't he?
Missing Ed Francis as well as vice captain, which is huge. Kenton for me, he's arguably been player of the season so far. I would say for Gateshead, as much as there's been some brilliant attacking displays, I think defensively Kenton's just getting better and better and better and better. And I think you're right. Giving him the captain's armband has inspired him. He looks like a leader now. I know no one will appreciate me saying this, but for me, he looks like a player that could go into the Football League quite comfortably. I wouldn't be overly shocked if there were clubs looking at him. And he'll be a massive player today against this attacking threat that Barnet possess.
Yeah, and I mean, you always don't want to talk about your players being poached, but you've got to look at the facts as they are and the way he's been playing. And that captain's armband's just added another dynamic that scouts will look into and show whoever they're scouting for that this player can hold himself and try and dictate the game as well.
Look, he's got everything going in his favour. He's been in the Football League before with Sunderland. He's got significant non-league experience. He's captained his club now. He's an England C international as well, even though it was quite a brief appearance because of injury. But you wouldn't be shocked if the squad that's been announced in the next few days, I think it is, isn't it? You wouldn't be shocked if he was in that game against Wales. So, yeah, I think Kenton is just someone who has benefited from game time at Gateshead since he's come in at the start of last season. He's someone that's grown with the club in that time and someone that will continue developing. I've got no doubt about that. Still fairly young as well.
He certainly is. And as I say, we're just a little look further through the Gateshead team at the moment. Of course, we've got Jack Stott, who's on loan from Middlesbrough, who arrived a few weeks ago, as did Ben Warman, who has Football League experience, League One experience with Cambridge United. And his show reel on YouTube is quite impressive. He's been playing in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. Their league obviously finished not so long ago. And he's just getting up to match practice, so you would say, or not match practice, full fitness and up to speed, as it were. And I'm expecting to see a little bit more from him today. Of course, he showed flashes against Weston-super-Mare, but it was a case of a few players were dumped into that side, so to speak, and they had to gel quickly. But we've had games that have been called off, Mark, and I think it might have been a slight positive for the players to go through some heavy training sessions and the way Gateshead want to play.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to judge anyone in that game because it was such a strange environment, wasn't it? It was, Weston-super-Mare came up here and played really well, which I don't think anyone expected them to hit the levels they hit that day. Gateshead were kind of a little bit disjointed because of the team selection and what was going on at the club in that period. You could argue similar today in terms of new players coming into the squad, but the starting lineup, barring the two lads in midfield and starting and Warman in terms of outfield players anyway, are reasonably experienced at the club.
Yeah, they would all be in contention to start any game of the season, any of those players. But I mean, we've got Callum Whelan in there, and I think he'll have an important job today. I think McBride and Warman might have a bit more free range, but I think himself and Stott will have to get a quick understanding because we've seen what he can do with Ed Francis, and Stott plays that similar type of role.
Well, I think we were talking midweek, weren't we? And I was really impressed with Stott against Weston-super-Mare. Good use of the ball, clever little player, good in tight spaces. Callum Whelan's huge today. I'd argue he's probably Gateshead's biggest player to hold that midfield together and sort of make sure that they don't get pulled around by Barnet, make sure they don't get overawed by Barnet.
Well, interim Gateshead manager Rob Elliott comes out towards the bench in preparation, waiting for the teams to come out here at Gateshead International Stadium. If you are just joining us, whether it's on National League TV, thank you very much, or if you're listening to the audio stream on YouTube and on Twitter, but get to YouTube and you will be able to message us there live for our audio listeners. And it should be a fantastic game of football. It always seems to be a cracker between Barnet and Gateshead over the last few years, and what can happen here this afternoon in this National League Vanarama action. And please do settle back and enjoy this afternoon's fare. It's a slightly breezy, chilly afternoon here on Tyneside, but hopefully the football, as ever, we hope will warm us up and excite us. And just a quick thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to bring you the game when people can't be here. And we hope that we can bring you the game adequately. But now the teams are led out by Kenton Richardson and Harry Pritchard. Gateshead in their white and black strips, where Barnet in their famous gold and black, and white shorts and white socks. Couldn't get my words out there. But this is how Gateshead line up. Eddie Beach in goal, Captain Kenton Richardson, Louis Story, Joe Grayson, Jordan Hunter, Luke Hannant, Jack Stott, Callum Whelan, Ben Warman, Conor McBride, and Marcus Denanga. On the bench for Gateshead there's a few loanees on there. There's Kieran Evans, who's on loan from Cardiff City, Dejan Brown, who's on loan from Doncaster City. From Derby County, we've got Lyra Kasani, Kane Adam as well, who's on loan as well, and we have Ollie Thompson. And we have, this is the Barnet lineup. It's Josh Keeley in goal, Reece Hall-Johnson, Ben Cocker, Marvin Armstrong, Jerome Okino, Nick Kabamba, Idris Kanu, I get my words out, Harry Pritchard, Anthony Hardigan, Aid Ololu, and Jordan Cropper. On the benches, Callum Stead, Jordan Maguire-Drew, Connor Stevens, Finley Potter, and Zach Brunt there. And, well, we're just waiting for the officials to get with the captains there, and we'll have the coin toss. But all set up for a corker today. And one thing is visibly noticeable today, and it always is against Barnet. They're a big, strong, athletic side. And just looking at to our left-hand side, there's some big players there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Always good offset pieces. I think a couple of the goals in the trophy semi came from that, didn't it? This is a change, by the way. Gateshead normally kick.
Well, I think, yes. So Gateshead will be shooting towards the Felon end, Barnet towards the River Tyne in front of us here. And, well, Gateshead are going to get us underway. And you won't miss a kick here on the Heed Army podcast and National League TV streaming service. And also as well, if you're listening to us on YouTube or you're on Twitter, get to YouTube and hit the subscribe button and help us reach more people on a match day that can't be here with us, whether it's home or away. And we're underway here. As Stott pumps the ball up towards Dinanga, who didn't get to it, but it's been cleared on the far side. As that went out, it hasn't been kept in by Cropper on the far side, but Gateshead just mop up at the back and pass it back to Beach, who's making his home debut here this afternoon on loan from Chelsea till the end of the season. A bit scrappy at the moment. Everyone trying to settle down, but Gateshead play the ball over the top, looking for the run of McBride.
It's not the worst ball.
Hung up in the wind a little bit, but it helped him, and the ball put out by Cropper there.
It was a low.
Gateshead have a throw on the right-hand side, about 15 yards from the corner flag. Well, still only in the first minute. Gateshead looking to start the game strongly. As Kenton Richardson receives the ball right-hand side of the pitch, plays it inside to Stott. Stott was under pressure but managed to get it to Grayson. Hannon gets his first touch. Gateshead just have to mop up in midfield. Kent Richardson puts it over the top, and we're seeing
It's definitely holding up.
Yeah, it's definitely holding up in the wind, but Gateshead just a little bit different tactic here, going a little bit more direct through the middle.
Yeah, they are. It's looked a bit moving the ball forward a bit quicker. That wasn't out.
Appeals for Cocker there. They had kept the ball in with ease. There was a few cheeky home fans asking for a throw in, but it certainly wasn't. Grayson with another ball up towards Dinanga, and Dinanga,
well done. That's good.
Anticipated that ball well, brings it down, plays it forward now. Needs to cross into the box from Warman to come in. Oh, it's going to fall to Hunter. Hunter gets a shot away, hits it into the legs of the defender in front of him, and comes away. But that's there's a promising ball in that from Warman.
Yeah, possibly just need to get the. Oh, well done.
Oh, well, Whelan dispossessed. It was a strong battle there, but Gateshead disrupt and get control of the ball as Stott just upended. And tell you what,
I think he's got away with one there a little bit.
I think he has, yeah. I think Stott was just caught.
Furious pace, isn't it? Furious pace so far from both sides. We're in for an interesting 90 minutes of this.
A free kick quickly taken from the centre circle. As McBride lays it off to Hunter on the halfway line. Back to Richardson. Hunter inside to Whelan. Whelan's first time ball forward, sees Dinanga on the run, and the defender slips. And Dinanga trying to get a free kick. It would have been a harsh one there, but Aquino just lost his footing. But Gateshead trying to be right on the shoulder of the defenders here at the moment, and positive signs. Really positive, really good start from Gateshead. Barnet, I think, will possibly play a similar sort of game, when you look at it, because, Kabamba's their hold-up player in the middle there. They'll try and get Kanu in and around him. McBride got the ball to Hunter, who's asked a little bit of his stretch there. I think he's all right. McBride asking for a foul as well, but that's referee showed no interest at all. Hopefully Hunter's all right there. He just stretched it. Stretch. But throw in just in front of the Gateshead dugout.
Rob Elliott asking for a foul there as well, but I must admit I moved on, so I didn't see it.
Yeah. Followed the ball. There's definitely a pull on Hunter there. The referee says no. He was leaning back.
There's a lot going on, isn't there?
There is. It's hustle and bustle. But there's one thing we know from Barnet: if you give them half a chance, they will break. Cropper is going to take this throw in on the left-hand side for Barnet. He's still a few yards here.
I'd imagine this will be going right in towards.
Yeah. He's still another few and launched it in. It's a powerful throw and headed off the line by Grayson. Falls to Aquino, who managed to find it across to Pritchard. It's across to the left-hand side, Cropper.
Stop the cross.
And Cocker puts a cross in there towards the penalty spot, and it hasn't been dealt with. And well, he had more time than he thought. The striker there. It wasn't a striker; it was Reece Hall that got himself up there, and just slipped as he went to kick it. Not troubling the goalkeeper though. But that's the signs that we said you've got to watch out for, because if they can get the ball in the box, they're strong, physical side, fast. With 5 minutes gone, it is 0-0 here at Gateshead National Stadium. Gateshead with more of the possession, but Barnet looking dangerous on the break. Dinanga dropping deep to get involved, gets it back to Beach. Whelan, who has been caught in a shot off. Oh, great save from Beach, but Gateshead playing themselves into trouble there. As Dinanga holds the ball up. Was he fouled? Referee says no. Ball played at a furious pace. It goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Well, the referee wants to have a word with Swan Story. He's not happy. And the referee wants to have a word with Louis Story.
I think they're two real let-offs for Gateshead. Beach, it's a horror pass, by the way.
Yeah.
To
Whelan.
I don't know what he expects him to do with it. He's got a player right up his on his back, and he's got no time whatsoever to play that ball away. Sometimes, you look playing out from the back and it looks great, but sometimes, there is sense in just launching it long, particularly when there's a team playing such a high press.
Say Hall Johnson. Oh, that's a great ball through the centre there. Too much room for the Barnet midfield to pass it through.
Gateshead need to wake up here. Really good positive play from Barnet. It's a good spell for them.
I think it was Pritchard that put the ball through, wasn't it? Well, we're playing out from the back again here, and Gateshead playing themselves into trouble. It's now on the left-hand side. Canu, left-hand side of the box. Puts a cross in, pulled back. Oh, it's been held up, laid off on the edge of the area, shot, and it's hit the post. Gateshead let off massively there. Appeals for handball. Referee says no, and Hunter can clear the ball, but only as far as the Barnet shirt. And now Barnet try and turn the screw a little bit, and down he goes, and it's a free kick to Barnet. Idris Kanu went down, quickly taken. Hunter there with him. He's going to take it down to the dead ball line. Hunter loses his footing, but manages to come over the ball, but only as far as another Barnet player. And at the moment, Barnet smell blood.
Doing Gateshead all over the place.
Oh, lovely ball to the left-hand side. Cocker pulls it back across. It's straight across. There was nobody challenging for it. Hasn't been cleared yet by Gateshead. Now it has been by Hannant, but it's going to be picked up on the far side, and they get a chance to put this ball back in, or Barnet. Although Gateshead closing down. Left-hand side, in comes the cross. It's a deep one, and it's behind and wide. And, Gateshead let off the hook there massively. Three gilt-edged chances, you would say. The deliveries into the box, and the defence got nowhere near them.
And the defence at the minute need to start communicating with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper needs to start to talk to them, because at the moment they are just absolutely all over the place. Beach is looking nervous. And might sound harsh, pointing at him, but he does. And
you don't want to single a player out, but it's been his passing. His choices haven't been the greatest. And once again, we're played ourselves into trouble and give away a throw in now. There needs to be better communication.
You call it right. Barnet smell blood here, so they know that this goalkeeper's nervous. They know that things haven't quite settled yet.
It's for want of a better word, we're telegraphing these passes out. The keeper is just going to try and pick out a shirt, regardless of where they are. Another long throw from Barnet, and it goes. So it is a long one, and it headed over there by Hannant.
We know exactly where this is going to go. It'll go right on top of the keeper. There'll be loads of pressure put on him.
Well, the wind will be a little bit, because the wind got a hold of that one there, that throw, didn't it? And
we can't really feel it up here, can we?
Can't feel it up here, but
you can see on the pitch, you can see
the corner flags are just starting to bend a little bit. But from where we are, we're kind of shaded somewhat in the stand. As I say that, it just does start to get up here. But we're going to wait for this corner to come in. And as you say, look at that, the slightly where he's boxed in there. Oh, and he made a great save. He only just got past though to make the save, but Kabamba is absolutely fantastic there. He just blocked it, and then comes another cross. Gateshead really do need to clear the lines, and Beach punches it to clear, falls as far as the Barnet player again, and Barnet really are just turning the screw here. And cross into the box, nodded over, behind, asking a lot of his teammate there, and Gateshead can hopefully try and slow the game down somewhat and get back some composure. But Barnet, they'll not be wanting to change, Mark.
No, not at all. They're trying to press Gateshead even more now, because they can smell blood, as you say, and it's just not been a great 3-4 minutes for Gateshead. They look a bit jittery. I think that's exactly what they should have done.
Beach just went long now. Tananga wins the header. Can he keep it in? Gets in front of his man, wins a foul as well. Good play from Tananga. Intelligent.
Yeah, really good. And there's the benefit of sometimes mixing it up. You've got yourself 60, 70 yards up the pitch and Gateshead have a foundation now.
Well, free kick. Halfway inside the Barnet half, far side. Taken quickly down the line. McBride cuts inside with the ball. Still going, lays it off to Story. There's appeals for him to shoot, but it comes across to Hunter, who can take a touch. Up against the defender there, cuts inside, goes for a cheeky shot himself at the near post. Didn't get any power on it. Goalkeeper was able to get down to his left-hand side and get it, but a little bit better from Gateshead, but you'd want that hit with a bit more venom, really, than what came in.
Yeah, we know Jordan's he's right-footed, isn't he? And
well,
in there, by the way.
Yeah, well, nothing given. Now Barnet on the attack down left-hand side with Kanu. Kanu just holds it up somewhat. He's got waiting for options in the box. Cocker's behind him, who he uses. Back to Kanu. Kanu's going to cut inside with it. Goes for a cheeky curl and cross towards the penalty spot. Headed clear by Kenton. And Barnet picking up all the loose balls at the moment, Mark.
They are, yeah, first to everything, just looking a bit more alert, aren't they? A bit more lively. Gateshead really need to get a foothold here.
Well, probing ball forward, says Beach have to come out. And that was a late one on the keeper. And, the referee, the linesman, he did leave it in on the keeper there. Beach is down.
He did blow, so
it's a yellow card. I don't think it was a red.
I don't even think it's a yellow. I mean, he's got a right to go for it.
Yeah.
The ball's loose, and what you meant to do if the ball's bounced in front of him, I think that's quite a harsh yellow. I think it's a foul.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit of a harsh yellow.
Well, Gateshead do not have a goalkeeper on the bench. We know Louis Story is all right with a pair of gloves, but he's up. He's getting up there. Just a little bit winded.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just watching some communication there between, I think it's Jordan Hunter and Kenton Richardson, just trying to get things sorted down this right-hand side.
Yeah.
Carney's had a really good start, hasn't he? He looks a real threat every time he's breaking down this down Barnet to left.
That's what we kind of expected from Idris Carnu. He's a great player.
Okay, so just trying to tuck in a little bit here.
Ball forward from Beach. Tananga goes up, loses the aerial battle, but can get to pick up the second ball. They have. There's two players down in a heap, but they're back up. Back to Beach. The Chelsea loanee. Story.
Needs some movement.
McBride turns, gets it to Hannon.
That's good.
Lovely
That's
stuff,
better.
and now gets it
Go
on the
drive.
attack. Can he keep the ball moving forward? Cuts inside, but Gator do pick.
Just play the ball.
Looked like Hannon was going to pick up the loose ball, but it goes all the way through and cleared by the Barnet keeper, Keeley.
Second again to that.
Grayson just guides it back to Beach. Ball to Hunter, wins the header, but couldn't guide it towards a teammate. Ananga comes over to try and chase it down, but Poor pass from Barnet. Sees Gateshead trying to keep the ball moving, and they're cruising
the
down
ideas,
so
right.
rapid in midfield. Barnet at the moment, as Pritchard plays it back to Cocker inside. Gateshead having to chase shadows somewhat. Ball out to the far side. Barnet, a few men in the box. There is targets there, but they're happy just to pass it around the back at the moment. Very much in the Gateshead style of what we're used to seeing. 14 minutes gone, 0-0 at the moment, but Barnet just been enjoying a spell of pressure. And there's a free kick given away by Hunter, who isn't happy and needs to switch back on there as Canu fell over. Whelan being urged to move back. Oh, there's a cheeky little chip over the top there. Well, Idris has Idris Canu has the ball, left-hand side of the box towards the dead ball line. Whelan just takes the ball off him. It was a scoop, wasn't it? It wasn't a kick.
Yeah, idea.
Yeah. Well, McBride chases down here. It's going to go all the way back to Olawu. At the moment, Barnet just a little lack of communication on the far side. Sees the ball go out of play for a throw to Gateshead just inside their own half. Once again, big thank you to everyone that's joined us on the audio stream and on National League TV. We've got great numbers today. Thank you very much for your company. It is 0-0 at the moment. Marcus Dinanga wins a header, gets it to Whelan. Whelan quickly, a lovely little touch to find himself space, gets it out to Hannant. Hannant forward for McBride. McBride chasing down, and at the moment we're just seeing a lot of the Gateshead midfield kind of not getting much of the ball. We're not seeing Stott getting involved. We're not seeing Warman involved at the moment. We need to get more players.
I mean, it is very much a new midfield, so still, trying to find that blend on and learn each other's game. Playing against a very good Barnet side as well. It's not. It was never going to be easy.
Warman on the ball now. Stott plays it inside, back to Warman. They must have heard me talking, as Warman's got the ball now, drives into the corner of the box, and then towards Dinanga, and it just scooped away from him. But Gateshead couldn't hold up the second ball there, and it gets away. But Whelan wins it back, gets it to Hunter. Gateshead can now try and build from this right-hand side of the pitch in the Barnet half, but it goes all the way back the halfway line.
Sensible.
Barnet. So the Barnet press has been quite impressive, but so is that pass out to Hunter now. He needs targets in the box, puts it in towards Dinanga. It's too much on it, and it goes right through, and it's going to go out for a Gateshead throw because it came off proper.
There's a chance.
Taken quickly. McBride tries to pass it in towards. Oh, it's going to dip Dinanga. Can he get there? Offside flag goes up, which I couldn't tell you if he was on or off.
Yeah, I think he was off, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think
it's too busy watching the ball. I thought there was going to be a shot, but
Bright should have tried to get a shot away a little bit earlier there because it opened up for him. But better signs for Gateshead.
Well, Barnet through Captain Pritchard plays the ball out to Cocker. Canu keeps it in up against Hunter. Very composed. Barnet on the ball. Canu gets it back on the left-hand side. He's going to drive towards the box. Well done from Callum Whelan. Just gets his body in the way, disrupts and interrupts. But Barnet picking up that second ball, and Canu in space now. Slips and still going with the ball. Pritchard, edge of the box. Barnet camped out in and around the Gateshead area at the moment as Pritchard puts a cross in from the left-hand side. Oh, and Barnet players trying to get a shot off, getting the players in front of Camber. Gateshead last-ditch tackles here, there and everywhere. And the ball hasn't went out. And Gateshead looking for a foul there in the penalty area. Their own. Need to play to the whistle though, as Pritchard twists and turns, and that was a lovely touch from Stott to get it away. And Gateshead backs to the wall at the moment. Again, Pritchard gets it out to Cocker on the left-hand side. Nicely done from Warman through the legs, and he needs to get this ball away quickly, and he was caught napping there. And Barnet so quick on the press.
They are, but he's got so much time there, Warman, and he's he's dallying on the ball. Yeah, he's got to be better. It's got to be moved. He had options as well. He's got McBride, he's got Denanga. Just release and get further up the pitch, because at the minute, Gateshead, it's all coming one way.
Well, ball's going to come across this left-hand side again. Cocker just sit down, brings it down. Oh, went out. Well, the Barnet bench are in disbelief. From our vantage point, he had his back to us. It looked like he had kept it in, but the linesman's closer and looking down the line. "90 minutes gone, 0-0 still here, and the referee wants to have a word with somebody, does she?
She's organising their defence for them.
It seemed to be, giving them a chance to get back into position. Nice of her. Very fast-paced game at the moment. Be shocked if it can carry on like this for 90 minutes. Gets a ball.
I don't think that was.
I don't think it was either.
We've got a lovely view of that right in front of us, and I think Jordan Hunter's rolled it out.
A ball forward, and that was played blind, and now it's got Barnet on the attack as Kabamba turns, gets it out to Kanu. There's players coming into the box. Gates have got back in numbers, but the shot from Idris, and he's headed into the crowd. I think it was the wrong decision, but still with Barnet though. Cocker players to aim for in the box, but plays it back to the defence. Well, Kanu had a few options there, but he tried to play it through a field of legs, didn't he? For that shot, but Gateshead standing firm, but
just looked nervous.
Yeah, nervous is the word. But if there's anything we can't see, Mark, there's a lady next to me with binoculars, so I'll be able to ask her if another long, what a magnificent throw that is. Story was there to head it out, but
another one.
It's going to be, they say, another throw, and that is Jordan Cropper. That's a hellish throw he's got on him. And we're going to see it again. In it comes. It's going to go towards the near post. Story heads it clear. Need to get the second ball. Gateshead haven't cleared it yet. Shot comes up from Pritchard. Whelan's there to get it away. Denanga does well to hold it up. And now the ball forward from Hannon to McBride. He just couldn't get it to sit at his foot. And chasing after it now. Keely.
Second ball.
That's it. Denanga's onside. He needs to find a teammate. And Whelan. Is there. Lovely touch. McBride's back on side now. Right hand side of the box. Warman pulls it back across. He's looking for Denanga, but it's going to go behind for a corner to Gateshead.
Much better. Much better. Much more intensity from Gateshead, much more confidence on the ball, and much more positivity on the ball as well. So, yeah, that's better. And the first time, really, that Barnet have looked a bit all over the place.
And it's nice to see Denanga playing that hold-up target as well. It's not that I'm saying he's got anything lacking in his game, but it certainly adds to Gateshead's attacking prowess when he can hold the ball up. Stories in acres of space here. Well, nearly, but McBride stands. Right-hand side. In it comes.
Good ball.
And there's a shirt pull there. Referee. Well.
Chance here,
Now they're going to run through, and Barnet. Well, that's going to be that's last man if that's a foul.
Well, one, it's not a foul, but
yeah, the yellow card.
I think what she's probably done is said that it's too far away from goal to be classed as a denial, but I don't think it's a foul in the first place. It's brilliant. Both managers are complaining as well.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't think the referees had the greatest opening half to this first half.
No,
put it that way. There's a lot of obvious fouls being missed,
and some pretty obvious throws that are for the other team as well.
There's a lot of fouls being missed. There's some that are being given that are really questionable, and not a great first 22, 23 minutes.
Well, I think the Barnet forward line will be kicking themselves that they got so close to each other there when they were running. But Kanu, left-hand side, trying his trickery again. Hunter sticking to him like glue, plays it back to Aquino, who brings it forward himself. And Pritchard. And now ball played forward.
It's got to be off. It's got to be off.
Is he going to keep it in? He has, and he isn't offside. Left-hand side of the pitch for Barnet. Cocker plays it back. Olawu has time to... Oh, well, he nearly got caught napping there. Well, Barnet players arguing with each other there, and I don't think the Barnet defender's got anything to complain about if he played himself into trouble there.
No, but, arguing with each other is not always a bad thing, because it just...
Well, Canu is onside, brings the ball down, leaves it for Cocker. Well done, Jordan Hunter. But the ball goes out for a corner, and, well, Jordan Hunter was pushed from behind there, and the referee is not having much of that from either side today. And I think my worry is either side of these players have got to be careful, because I think the cards may come out for simulation soon.
Well, I mean, I think that's another example of a foul. It's happened with Barnet as well. One of their players has gone down under contact. That was a foul, and I don't know. I think the referee's trying to
box the goalkeeper in here as now the ball comes over, and Beach he was in no man's land. It got cleared.
Tell you,
Denanga goes out of play for a throw to Gateshead on the far side.
I just think the referee's trying to be a little bit too clever here.
Yeah. Well, we've got Barnet fans messaging in on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. Tanto and Duke of Chandos. So thank you very much for your messages. Gateshead stats as well. 25 minutes gone, 0-0. And this game is very much alive. There's Denanga. Managed to get the ball to Warman. McBride is going to chase this one down, and ball put out there. No nonsense from the defender. There's not much else he really could have done there.
Not at all. Showed a bit of pace there as well, didn't he?
Just starting to see some balls from Warman that open up the space. As I say that one was cleared out, but we're just starting to see a little bit of the awareness from the number 11.
Buchanan's just been absolutely hauled back there.
Well, another throw to Gateshead on the far side. And I think it's may have caught that one in the family jewels there, the Barnet player. Gateshead, McBride, edge the area, gives it all, gets it back. Can he get past his man? He's still McBride. Can he pull the trigger? Just a
block.
Good defending, but nice to see Gateshead just trying to stretch the defence there and pass the ball forward. Lovely work from Whelan. Does he win a corner? It didn't go out. And now Pritchard, lovely touch to give himself some space as he drives forward with the ball. Sees the man on the far side. Has to just his run to keep it. Pritchard wanting to cross in, didn't get it. It wasn't forthcoming, but he may get the chance now to get on the end of the cross. As
great block.
Oh, lovely tackle there from Grayson. And Denanga is going to have to chase this one down. And
he's done well there.
He's won the foul there. Defender did enough to put him off, but made him play it out.
Yeah, I think McBride's done the right thing there. You know, he's delayed, and many people think he maybe should have got the shot away earlier, but I think he's just waited for some space to open up. And he was unlucky because Olawu blocked it brilliantly. It's a great block because it's goal bound.
Well, Gateshead with throw just inside their own half on the far side.
Just get the feeling if Gateshead do get a chance, they're going to have to take it. I don't know. I think they're going to be few and far between today.
Well, Marcus is the intended target for that one, but it didn't reach him. It's going to be cleared on the far side. Has it went out yet? It has. It's another throw to Gateshead. Just inside there. There's Whelan just getting instructions from Rob Elliott.
I think there's been a little switch here.
Yeah, I think
Whelan maybe in the sort of holding role.
Looks that way as Denanga battling with Forgate there with Barnet defenders there. Kenton Richardson plays the ball back up, and can Hannon bring it down? He pings the ball over the top himself. A little bit ambitious, but he can get the ball second time. But now it's out with Hannon, Warman plays the ball forward for Hannon to get onto. Can he get past his man? Puts a lovely cross in, but the keeper could read it and come out. It just thought it had a bit more legs on it to get towards the penalty spot, but good goalkeeping. And he's got the game moving fast as Canu, left-hand side, drives. Hunter's there with him. Cuts back, plays it inside. Out to Cocker.
Working that overload really well. It's a good ball.
Lovely cross, and didn't go round. Well, referee.
There's a push.
Well, the ball has went in the lane. She doesn't want anything to do with it. The linesman didn't spot it. Everyone else did. And there was a push in the back before the header was made. And a yellow card to Louis Story for remonstrating here. He needs to be careful. He's going over to the linesman. He's already been booked. And
there's a blatant push in the back.
yeah, I don't want to be one of those commentators where you just have to blame the referee because, Barnet, they played their game, put it in, but it did look like a foul in the build-up. And just before the shot was had. But it is 1-0 to Barnet here. 29 minutes gone. And a contentious one from a Gateshead perspective. Well, I think it might have been Kamamba.
Goal scorer for Barnet FC. Number 9, Nicky Kabamba.
Yeah, Nicky Kabamba is the goal scorer here. And, well, Gateshead are going to have to up their game here. As Kent Richardson tries to pick the ball through, way too much on it, goes all the way through to Josh Keeley.
I mean, I appreciate there is always a little bit of that, using leverage to
But it was a blatant
get
push
an
off the
advantage,
ball,
but
yeah.
it's literally a push as it comes in, and it's impacted on the Gateshead defender to the extent where he can't get to the ball. I just can't understand how that's been missed. The linesman's looking straight at it, the referee's looking straight along at it.
Pritchard has just went in on and he's I think he could be in trouble here. Pritchard, he's screaming, he's saying I didn't do anything, but he's absolutely clattered into Hunter, and benches are up in arms. Well, Pritchard is pleading his innocence here. Hunter's still down.
Canny was having a right go at Jordan Hunter and saying that he's not injured as well, by the way.
Yeah, well,
he did it as soon as he went down.
Hunter is down at the moment, and the referee, she has a big decision to make here.
Does, and I'll tell you something else, the fourth official's coming over as well.
Yeah.
So this could get very interesting now.
Well, I think we are going to see something here. The fourth official has ventured past the dugout, and I think Pritchard is off here. No yellow card for Pritchard. Wow. Well, a referee here. Yeah. Be careful what I say. I just think it's hasn't been a great afternoon's display from the officials here this afternoon, we'll put it that way. But Hunter still receiving treatment. You heard the clatter from here. There was definitely, whether it was he won the ball or not, he took the man. But at the moment, well, it'd be interesting to know what the fourth official said there. Look over to...
Well, given that he's looking through a bench
yeah,
and can't actually see it. I mean, he has got the ball. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He got the ball first, but it's a follow-through that's impacted on Jordan Hunter, who's very lucky here because if his foot's planted, he's in trouble. It's a strong challenge.
It just feels like the referee didn't want to make a decision there. Well, he's been helped off the pitch at the moment, Jordan Hunter. He's feeling the effects of it. I'm hoping he can continue, but it doesn't look very positive at the moment. Well, we're going to be back underway here temporarily with 10 men. The National League, it never disappoints, Mark. Kent Richardson, kick up towards Dinanga, who has won the header.
He has done that better today, hasn't he?
He has. As I say, that his target and hold-up play has been a lot better from what we've seen in recent weeks. Beach just lets the ball run out for a goal kick.
The one thing you do hope is that can maybe spark something from Gateshead, that they'll feel aggrieved it wasn't a red. And you would imagine you'd hope that would bring something out of them and, a bit more force in the game, a bit more, just make them a bit more lively.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few yellow cards have been handed out.
There's going to be one in the dugouts as well in a moment, I think.
Well,
What a ball that is,
Nice
by the
ball
way.
from Whelan. He put some spin on that. And,
That was a handball.
she missed the handball. What, this referee is having an absolute nightmare today. That was a blatant handball.
By a Gateshead player, we should say.
Yes. Well, throw into Gateshead near their own corner flag on the far side. Dare I make a prediction? I don't think we'll finish with a full quota of players today from either side.
Well, I wouldn't predict anything given the level of decisions made so far, Dave.
Well, ball goes
Well,
out to
didn't go
play for a throw-in on the far side to Gateshead. And the game has just had the sting took out of it. It's went a little bit scrappy. There isn't much at the moment. Oh, lovely turn from Whelan. Finds himself into space. Gets it to Warman. Back to Whelan. Down the line to Grayson.
Just got to go. It's just got to go.
Back to Beach. 35 minutes gone if you're just joining us.
It's opened up for you.
Certainly has his story, brings the ball forward, gets it to Danga, runs and turns into his man. Good defensive block there. Ball played back to Keeley. Oh, ball bounces out of play for a Gateshead throw. Just in between the two benches. As Richardson plays it inside. Warman gets it to Hunter. Hunter just...
That's really poor, by the way, from Warman. It's a hospital pass.
Well, at the moment, Barnet 1-0 to the good. You'd say they've been the better side.
Yeah, 100%.
Ball forward, there's a little shirt pulling there. Hunter counting himself lucky. Ball goes out to play for another throw to Barnet.
The problem is, Dave, that the more physical it gets, the more frustration will grow.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to see yet another long throw from Cropper. And it's going towards the near post there, headed clear. Whelan, can he get there? He can, pokes it through to McBride. McBride's touch manages to launch it back over his shoulder, but out of play. Just a little bit of frustration coming through. Well, it seems like someone's speakers are broken. They're hearing something different to what's been said. As the ball is out for another throw in between the dugouts on the halfway line. Just waiting for Richardson to come forward. Stott. Whelan.
played.
Tinanga just holds it up. He's got the man following him well there. There's closed down Whelan. Ball goes out of play for a Gateshead throw.
I thought it was Barnet throw.
Yeah. As Story looks to launch this ball forward, and he does. Cleared out of play though for a throw. Right hand side of the Gateshead dugout. Dinanga receives it from Hunter, back to Hunter. There's a lot of shirt pulling there, and argy-bargy between Dinanga. But he has the ball on the right hand side of the box, plays it through for Warman. Wasn't the ball he wanted though. Ball's been cleared up the pitch. It comes off Story's shins, out for a throw to Barnet. I think Rob Elliott might be in trouble here. Well, the referee comes over to yellow card Rob Elliott for stopping the throw from being taken.
Yeah, rightly so. You can't do stuff like that, can you? Let's be honest.
Not really. Frustrations everywhere.
Oh,
Lovely
brilliant.
footwork from Cocker there. Ball played forward by Pritchard. Canu's onside.
Great first touch.
Left-hand side of the box. He's just looking for some support. Pritchard now puts the ball in. It's deep. Player up in the air. Couldn't direct it goalwards, and over it goes. Oh well. Thank you, Peter Smith, for joining in.
Yeah, Barnet without doubt the better side so far.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
Really impressed with the front three are causing Gateshead all sorts of problems. Gateshead just need a little bit more from the midfield and the forward line at the moment. It's just not happening. Denanga's hold up play at times has been good, but it's not happened consistently. He's not given the outlet Kabamba is. That's a great header.
Wow. Hunter picks out Stott. Stott doesn't have much options in front of him. Oh, tries a cheeky little flick there and dispossessed. He can't be doing that. And he's still down, I think, at the moment. Has he injured himself? No, he's back up. But at the moment, Canu to Cocker. And at the moment, Barnet, they're enjoying moving the ball around the pitch with ease at the moment. Cross comes in. It's James one back post.
It's a great cross, by the way.
Yeah.
What a ball that is.
It was just the wrong side of Hunter there, wasn't he? But it's still not over yet, this attack, as Pritchard takes a touch, gives it now. Can he get the ball in? Armstrong. Armstrong pulls it back into the hands of Beach.
Yeah, good hands there from Beach.
It certainly is. But we've got 5 minutes of the first half remaining. I don't know how many stoppages will be added, but imagine maybe 1 or 2 minutes. But the ball forward to Denanga wasn't the greatest there from Gator perspective. But at the moment, you've got to say that the midfield and forward line from Barnet are just working harder than Gateshead. They're working smarter as well.
Smarter being the key one, if I'm honest, Dave. I think Kabamba's hold-up play has been excellent. He's obviously got the goal as well. He's given an outlet that Gateshead at the moment don't have. But just really impressed with Barnet. They are in the league for they are where they are.
Well, was that a tap from behind, referee? I said yes this time, and out comes another card. And Denanga is in some discomfort at the moment in the centre circle. And the game isn't bubbling over, but these decisions have let the game turn into a more physical contest. Denanga's receiving treatment. Hazard maybe 2 or 3 minutes added on at the end of this one now.
Yeah, and the rest, I think. But yeah, just going into what I was saying about Barnet, you look at the side, and I think we haven't seen anything we didn't expect from them today. They are one of the best sides in this league without question. They'll be firmly in the playoffs as well come the end of the season. And you wouldn't be shocked.
Nicky Kabamba there trying to get into Gateshead's huddle. Kent Richardson just give him a push.
It's just clever.
Yeah.
I think
psychological warfare, isn't it?
It's anyone would do it, man.
Yeah.
Anyone. I think, just you look at it and think, I wouldn't be shocked if they're playing League Two football next season. I think they are a very, very good side. Physical, there's pace about them. Maybe a little suspect at the back at times. I think Gateshead can get at them, but they haven't yet. But it's it's definitely been their half.
Yeah. Well, it looks like one of their players injured himself in that Denanga tackle there.
I think when he's fouled Denanga's gone down and caught him. I think his momentum's took him in. I don't know if
she's still waiting to book him, isn't she? When he gets up, she's got the yellow card there. The referee. He is back up onto his feet. Hartigan. And he received his yellow. Well,
I think it was booked when he was on the ground, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Well, we've got 2 minutes in.
I think we'll probably about 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, 2 minutes of normal time remaining now as we enter that. Gets a free kick in the centre circle.
Yeah, must have drawn blood as well because he's changing his
Yeah.
shirt. I think.
Ball over the top by Whelan. Looking for McBride. Brings it down. Can he keep it in towards the corner flag? He can. Tries to play it off the player to go in the corner, but it goes straight out for a goal kick. Well, from a Gateshead perspective, they'll be wanting the half-time whistle to regroup and refocus. Barnet won't be too fussed at the moment, I don't think. I think they'll like to carry on what they're doing.
Yeah, very much. As I say, it's been their half, been the better side. Shown more intensity, shown more physicality. From Gateshead's point of view, I think Rob Elliott and Carl Magnell want to get them into the dressing room and just try and get a little bit more organisation in there, a little bit more urgency in key areas, and just a little bit more quality as well. I think that's where Gateshead have maybe lacked, where Barnet haven't. There's just been, particularly the final third, there's been more quality from Barnet than there has from Gateshead.
Yeah, the movement off the ball to close down as well has been very impressive.
Yeah, where it's been phenomenal.
Yet another long throw going to come in here from Barnet. They're as good, or if not better, than a corner, some of these throws. Got some great accuracy, and there's a little bit of wind out there, but he's still getting them right in the mixer. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on in the 6-yard box. In comes the ball. Story wins the header, and out it goes for a corner on the far side.
Great. He's done that a couple of times, Louis Story, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's anticipated it well. Well, 5 minutes, I believe, we're going to have added on here. And Barnet have a corner. Just waiting for Cocker to get over there to take it. In it comes. It's a good curling one in there. Beach gets a fist on it. And the ball just held up slightly in the wind there a little bit and bounces out. I think it was going out anyway. The wind didn't force it out. But a throw to Barnet.
A minimum of 6 minutes additional time in this half.
Oh, 6.
6.
About 6 minutes.
All right. We're going to see yet another one of these magnificent throws. He tricks us, goes short. This time Pritchard was in space, who just holds it up. Cocker puts it in. It's a swirling one towards the back post. It's been nodded back across and cleared out by Gateshead on the far side. And the array of crosses they've been putting in, it's been a nice mixture, hasn't it? It's kept the Gateshead defence guessing.
Yeah, Gateshead on the whole have dealt well with it. They're winning a lot of headers, but it's Barnet winning the second ball, so that's the issue. But this one, I think this one will come in from the far side from Cropper. Well,
Beach is being pushed against the post there. Being very clever with their trying to hem in the goalkeeper. In comes this throw. Keepers sees it go out, but they're being very strategic with their positioning on. It's been good to watch, to be honest. It's been a masterclass in it.
He's a young goalkeeper, and they should be putting him under pressure. This is why he's here, to get experience at a good level. So, fair play to Barnet. They're doing what they have to do.
Well, we're into the second minute, nearly the third minute of the added-on time here. It did say 5 on the board, but it said 6 on the...
We were 5 now.
Yeah, so 5. We'll see exactly how long we get, but at the moment, Gateshead... Well, there was a foul there for Denanga.
Okay.
Who looks perplexed by the decision. But another opportunity for Barnet to put the ball up in the Gateshead box here. Kanu just peels off here to the left-hand side. Gateshead with a very high defensive line here. Barnet manager telling him to put it over the top. Over it goes, over the top, and Kanu was the man. I think it was originally going forward, came in the middle, and Gateshead managed to clear it. McBride just lays it back to Hannant, who puts the ball over the top. Cropper and Denanga in a foot race. Cropper just gets there in front of him. Kind of keep the ball in. He did. He picks out a teammate, but Gateshead just pick up the ball. Wheeling to Warman. Warman sees the run of McBride on the far side, but put it too close to the defender, who plays it back to Keeley. Ball now with Kent Richardson, just nods it away there. And this is where Barnet are dangerous. Trying to twist and turn on the far side. Kent Richardson still there, but Gateshead not winning the ball back at the moment.
Did brilliantly that Commander, didn't he?
He really did. And yeah, another corner. And we have 1 minute remaining now. I make it. Cocker sprints across to the far side there to put this one in. And Gateshead really need to keep it at 1-0 at half time here.
Yeah, it's going to swing right in, isn't it?
In it comes. Story wins the header, and there was a massive shirt pull. And I know some people think it's rose-tinted glasses, but it's happening for both sides. I've picked it out, when it's happening. The only consistency is inconsistency from the officiating today. And, McBride nearly closed it down. Ball played back. And Hartigan with no number on his shirt at the moment. There's Canu. Gives it to Armstrong. Cocker. Not many to aim at. And there is the half-time whistle. And Barnet go in 1 goal to the good with a contentious goal for Gateshead anyway. The push in the back was noticeable. Referee said it wasn't anything. But people will be looking back at the highlights and talking about it. But what can Gateshead do in the second half, Mark, to come out and combat this Barnet side?
Need more time on the ball. They need to get the ball down. They need to, be a bit more intense in possession and get the ball forward a little bit quicker, I think. There's clear frustration from Gateshead here. You can see a number of players showing frustration.
Especially the fourth official there as well. But the referee and our assistants are coming off the pitch at the moment. As I say, we're going to put up that old interview with a friend of ours, Luke Walsh, the Luke Walsh podcast. We'll be back about 5 minutes before we come out for the second half. But the referee is feeling the wrath of the home fans at the moment. But please do like and subscribe. It really does help us. We don't reach more people, more fans on an away game. Away fans. I can't make it a home game. And please do stick with us. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Should be a very big show. And we have another 1 second. Where is it? We have another Heed Army podcast polo t-shirt to give away as well. So we'll be doing that on that show. So everyone involved for that. Right. I'd be amiss if I didn't bring our guest in straight away. I haven't seen him since Wembley. Lovely lad, lovely family as well. Hello, Luke. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Costco for Chadwick, anyone?
Yeah.
Well, you can have him, but no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, lads, I was talking about the podcast yesterday and at the match, and I was talking to a load of Gateshead fans. And Luke, do you realise how many people realise how good you are at the Gateshead? And amongst the Gateshead fans, to give you nothing but compliments yesterday.
Honestly, generally, I'm not even joking. It must be a Gateshead thing because, just your fan base in general. When I went down to Wembley, obviously, I met you, Dave, and I think I met one of the directors there. And
Tony Carter,
it's just up north. It's just northern, isn't it? Just very friendly people, to be honest, especially from your parts. It was really good. But also, I think we bumped into Owen Bailey's parents down there.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Family, and they, were very, very nice people.
Look, you also like us because we're very nice and we never beat you. It's very nice of us. We just turn up and go on. We're not going to beat you. We're not even score goals past you now. So,
Yeah. And again, I think it's a better maybe you'll disagree, but it's a better point for you on Monday than it is for us.
I don't
know. Us being at home, you probably expect us to win. Oh no, you don't have to do this, do you?
Hang on, Davey. Davey, I've got my pillows for the highlights. I'll just
well, just look. And of course, there's the Shea in all its glory, and obviously, I pressed something.
There it is in all its glory.
That was all the highlights that we had. I didn't download it properly. But
it's a serious question. That one that we had at your place in, I think it was early March. Yeah. Or the one on Saturday, which was actually worse.
One in March.
Yeah, probably that one still. But it wasn't a pretty watch on Saturday, was it? It's not Saturday,
yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. As obviously, I was unable to. I had the family. I wasn't able to listen in, so I was following it by Twitter updates. And then at halftime, I thought, well, it's 0-0. Obviously, you just fear you're going to lose to a 1-0 at the Shea, like normal. But it was just the case. And then when we went to man down, we have a little group chat on WhatsApp, and I was like, I'm not hopeful here, lads. I said a draw would be a miracle. But with less expletives. But I think for us to get a draw, I think considering going down to 10 men was a good result for us.
Yeah. I think if you went to 11 men, well, I think it could have gone on until about 9 o'clock at night, and none of it would have scored. It was just so. I don't know what it was. It just felt like we were never going to score. We're lacking something going forward. Of course, I think if Dissect was playing, we would have gone on to win. And even at half time, I was thinking we'll come out in the second half and we'll probably go and beat you when Gates are tired, because we know you're usually carrying on from last season better in the first half than the second. But it was just a proper naff game once again. You actually kept the ball very well, but I have to say, going forward, I think we defended well. But Dinanga and Chadwick didn't have a sniff. Don't get me wrong, I'd take them at Halifax any day, but you know what I mean.
I think for us, there was 6 changes as well, because we'll get into it later on when we cover the game on Saturday. The massacre. It wasn't a great game on Saturday, but for us to make that many changes and show a little bit of strength in depth was one of the positives that we can come away with, especially because we've hemorrhaged a few goals this season, even though we've started well. To keep a clean sheet with 10 men, I think was a massive shot in the arm to show that we can keep it tight at the back.
Yeah.
So,
what was your opinion of the referee, Luke?
I'm trying to think now, because I never like to blame the refs, to be honest. I always try and think, well, I think we had a call for a penalty, to be fair, but I know our fans were big. There were a lot of booing coming from our end. I don't know if any of you heard that.
It's one of the questions we've just had there. Luke, what's your thoughts on the boos at full time yesterday?
Pathetic, to be honest. There's something about our fan base is, for us to be supporting Halifax, I think says a lot, which I appreciate to everyone who does support Halifax. Same with you guys with Gates, and I think, anyone could support a Man United or Man City, but there's something just proper toxic about our fan base. We could have been top of the league yesterday, and then we draw 0-0 to you guys, and there'd be boos at full time.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
The margins are so fine because, as you say, just 2 points you could have been top of the league, and it's nothing really to boo about, really, is it?
No, it's not. It wasn't the fact that the players weren't trying. Yes, you might say we probably could have been a bit more positive going forward and being a bit more direct, but you were just very well organised. I think we have to give you credit. We're just lacking quality, and you can't boo players for lacking quality. It's not their fault to a certain extent, is it? And it's frustrating, but
have you been scoring many goals?
Yeah,
I think the sending off changed the game, because you weren't getting a kick until we had a man sent off.
Yeah. You weren't. No, we weren't touching the ball. To be fair, it were a tough watch.
I don't think
I asked the linesman to throw another ball on for you so you could have a kick.
Yeah.
we had the post scores looking like as a linesman on our side where we were, and what a load of crap that bloke was. Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey,
And the referee gives some very curious decisions both ways, I thought.
But hey, we had no arguments about the sending off. I mean, he could have actually went off in the first half incident. Never mind the second half. So
yeah,
we thought it was just a booking. It was a book. It was a second booking. I will admit that. But
well, the first booking could have been a sending off, Luke. The one in the first half.
Yeah, I think honestly though, I wouldn't say we were the better team. Even when we went down to 10 men. I don't think either of us looked like we're going to score. But I thought if it was a team that I'd say they would probably edged it, for you guys, which is quite surprising because we're usually very good on home turf.
Yeah.
Just
a little sorry, Mickey. Mickey, I saw your face in the back of Freddie Armstrong's YouTube video. You looked a bit unhappy. I'm going to have to have a look for that.
It's probably best. It's probably best I don't say because Poppy and Tabitha will be listening, but I'll not say what I said. But it was along the lines of you, silly boy.
Yeah.
Were you a bit upset, Mickey?
Well, I'd seen the first incident, and I thought he was lucky not to get sent off there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought myself, if the referees went and if the linesman or someone's gone in and say, I think he might have got that wrong. As soon as Hannon made the next mistake, he was always going to send them off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing is now it gives the likes of Tom Allen a chance to start. So it shows the strength and depth that we've got this season, a bit better than, obviously a lot better than last season. Got another one here. Obviously, there was a debut on Saturday. Joe Grayson had a fantastic game at the back. Looking forward to seeing more of him. Mickey, of course, you were there. How did the settle in at the back?
He done really well. I thought he done excellent. Like I say, for the first half, I think there was 3 shots in the whole game. Was it, Luke?
It was
3 or 4 shots.
I looked at Y Scout yet.
And we must have had about 85% possession in that first half.
Yeah, you were the. I'm going to admit you were the better team, and I think you were a better Gateshead side than the side we saw last season. I personally think, and like you mentioned, you had players out injured. I know, is it Whelan? Now he's out.
Yeah, Whelan's out for about 10 weeks. We're going to come into that later on, but of course, if I haven't seen on social media, he's got a stage 3 or a category 3, grade 3 tear in the thigh, which can take a while. So hopefully, you don't want to rush him back, but hopefully he doesn't get back. That's the main thing.
Could you hear we're telling you where to shove your Yorkshire puddings?
Oh, it will do it. I like that because the problem that we've got is because when sides bring less than 5, any stand, they're so far away from each other. It's from where everyone's.
The Heat Army podcast needs your help. No, we don't need money. All we need is you to do one simple thing. It'll take less than a second. If you could hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share whatever post that we put up regarding Gateshead Football Club, it'll go a long way in helping the show build and ultimately helping us push the club to the moon. Well, they join us back here for the second half of Gateshead versus Barnet. Barnet 1-0 to the good at the moment as we await the teams to come back out here at Gateshead International Stadium. And, it seems to have calmed down now in the Tyne Wear stand. People just wanting to see something better in the second half and hopefully a referee not as involved as much in decisions, because it's become the talking point of the game, really, sadly, the football aside.
Yeah, maybe, but I think Gateshead have got to look at themselves as well. For parts of that first half, they were allowing crosses to come into the box too easy. Although, as I said before, half time they did deal with them pretty well on the whole. Once you sort of got to grips with it, we look at the bench in the 4 the 5 subs that are currently warming up. Sorry, all 5 are there now. Yep. Will we see DeJean Brown come in? Will we see Kieran Evans maybe come on? Or Kane Adam, of course, who's a permanent sign earlier this month. So there are options on the bench, which hasn't always been the case in recent weeks. So Gateshead can do, can look to make changes. I think it may be too early to go with that. The one I didn't mention there, who's just coming off now, is Leah Kasani, who I think may come on for Ben Warman at some point. But again, and I'll say this, Barnet deserve the lead, fully deserve the lead.
They've shown why they are where they are this afternoon. You mentioned in the build-up, strong, fast, physical, and definitely going to be contending to get into the Football League come the end of the season. We've got some messages coming in. We've got one here saying from Regarat, great lads, can't wait for the second half. He must be a Barnet fan. And we've got, apparently we need subtitles for our friend Peter Smith in Canada, but thank you very much for joining us. As I say, I know we are the home commentary. We try not to be too biased, but, we call it as we see it, and Barnet have been by far the superior side here this afternoon. And you can't hide away from that fact. But Barnet are coming back out onto the pitch, and they will be shooting towards the Felon end in the second half. Gateshead still waiting for them to come out of the tunnel below us here in the Tyne Wear stand, but they will be shooting towards the River Tyne when we kick off. So not far away from that. Also as well, if you could subscribe if they're to our listeners on YouTube, and we know there's a couple on Twitter as well, get yourself across to YouTube and you'll be able to message us live on the show as Reggae Rat and Peter Smith, Ken Webster, Duke of Chandos as well, Northern Beast Media, Tantu, should I say there, who's put up the bees, and send them messages in. We definitely want to hear from away fans, because it's a game of two teams. It takes two teams and two sets of fans to make the game and make the atmosphere, and you're very much welcome. And if you'd like to join us tomorrow night on the Heed Army podcast on our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and we will be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. If there's any Barnet fans that would like to come on and talk about the game as well, more than welcome to join us on the Heed Army podcast. And we'll be talking about this and, of course, previewing the next game as well. And I think we are going to have a long-time Gated fan, Stephen Farnfield, join us as well on the podcast. I think it's his podcast debut. So we're looking forward to talking to Mr. Farnfield tomorrow evening. And, Gated still haven't come out yet at the moment.
The referee's not either.
The referee isn't out either. The Barnet manager was looking in disgust down the tunnel and gesturing as if to say, where are they? But we are still waiting the referee to come out as well, as he stands and looks down the tunnel now, the Barnet manager. But doesn't look like there's any changes. But Gateshead now do come back out onto the pitch. Conor McBride, the first player out. And we'll wait the rest of the team. If you're just joining us, it is Barnet 1, Gateshead 0 here at Gateshead National Stadium. Nicky Kabamba with the goal. Kamaba, sorry. But now we are nearly got a full quarter of players out here. Out comes the referee and assistants. Well, he's whinging at the referee there about the time. Gets it all back out now. Barnet are going to get us underway here in the second half. And we need to see just a smarter display from Gateshead and better use of the ball in the final third, and a bit more support from Marcus.
Yeah, again, though, Marcus has got to do more at the top end of the pitch to hold the ball up. I know he's fighting what may feel a losing battle against two big centre backs, but you'd just like to see a little bit more hold up play. But that can only work, saying that if players are in and around him, and sometimes that hasn't happened in the first half. So yeah, as I say, I think the quality in the final third's got to be better from Gateshead, but it's not just Ananga who's guilty of that.
Yeah. Well, ball up the top there, and Story calmly chests it down, poked back to Beach. Good ball. Nice ball to pick out Hunter, right hand side. Gateshead looking to get men moving forward. Whelan gets it back to Hunter. Pritchard dispossesses, and now Barnet can get on the attack through Canu, left-hand side, hugging the touchline. He's got 2-3 Gated players there. And the ball comes off Grayson, I think it is, for a... no, it isn't Grayson, it's off Stott. For a throw on the far side. 15 yards from the corner flag. And a little surprise to see that it is Jordan Cropper going over. Yeah, another impressive throw into the 6-yard box. Beach punches it clear, and Whelan clears it up towards Dinanga, who chests it down. Needs some support. He needs someone to show for him. He's under pressure. He does very well, but
good. Really good.
That's what we want to see from Marcus. Up towards Whelan. Whelan lets it go through to McBride. Back to Richardson. Across to Grayson. Gets it starting with a better intensity here. As Hannon asks for the ball, Grayson just runs into his man. Whelan tries to win it back, but the ball played across, and, well, the referee's going to pull this back here. Free kick, and, well, Reese Hall Johnson kicked out at Callum Whelan, who can't believe that it was given. They ran into each other and a tussle. By the time the referee turned and seen it. Well, the free kick up there towards the edge of the box. Stories to got it out to Hannant. Hannant, was he pushed? Wins the free kick there. Cropper.
That was the sort of challenge that you didn't give in the first half.
That's probably one of the weakest ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't think that was a foul.
There was a hand on the back, but it wasn't a push. Punter puts it into Dinanga, who just gets beaten to the ball. Story does well to get in front of his man. Gateshead just playing in close quarters at the minute. They need to get a bit of space. As Kent Richardson spots Luke Hannant out on the left-hand side. Ball headed out for good measure by Cropper. It's a throw into Gateshead. Taken. McBride. Oh, it's Warman trying to get past his man, blocked by Hardigan. And Keeley's kick up the pitch. Goes through off a Gateshead man to Nicky Kabamba. Ball across to the far side.
It's a chance here, you know, because...
Well, Cocker plays it out to Canu. Out towards the corner flag. Cuts back on himself. Cocker have a cheeky little dip in there to Pritchard, but... Comes well done from McBride, getting back to play it off Pritchard, but just ghosting into spaces, Barnet, when they get forward.
Yeah, I've been really impressed the way they've worked a bit of an overload on the left-hand side. You know, you look at Connor sort of pulling out wide, and it's allowing players to get in behind Gateshead. On quite reading it, they didn't first half.
Yeah,
and it's happened again there. Just the execution of the I
think
the pass wasn't right.
It's the back end of the first half. We were going to see Armstrong that was ghosting into those positions a lot more and getting involved in the last 10 minutes. But Gateshead just struggling to break down this resolute Barnet defence at the moment. The ball over the top. Story.
Second balls.
Didn't pick it up. Pritchard goes for a shot. He was kind of off balance when he hit it. Didn't get the power. And Beach can just scoop that up. Well, do you see Gateshead making a change in the next 10 minutes if things don't seem to improve for them in the final third?
I think they should. You know, you look at the attacking options that have been brought in. There is scope for change there. You know, will Brown come on? It's a good ball.
Ball through to Dinanga. Dinanga holds it up, gives it to Hannon. Hannon puts it through, and now it's Warman chases down, needs to make the player play it, and he goes down and wins it.
That's good.
Wins a free kick.
No, he hasn't.
The throw in.
Yeah,
Yes.
It wasn't a foul. It was good defending. Really good defending.
McBride. The ball gives it inside to Warman. Warman goes. I don't know if that was a cheeky shot, cross, or whatever, but it didn't come off. But Gateshead have the ball at the moment. Grayson.
Good ball.
McBride. Warman. Hannant. And lovely little touch inside there. Oh, ball through. Can Hannant get there? Oh! And a free kick given there.
Yeah, it's good from Gateshead. That's much better. This is dangerous.
That was just clumsy from Cropper there. It was,
he didn't need to make the challenge.
No.
His hand's going nowhere. He slid in and made contact, and this is dangerous.
Well, they've got to make these opportunities count to get the ball into the box here. 51 minutes gone. Gateshead 0, Barnet 1, if you are just joining us. Oh, Hannant is going to be the man to take the kick. Real difference in the way they treat the goalkeepers here. As I say that, there is another man going to make life difficult for Josh Keeley. In it comes towards the back post. Didn't get off the ground, Grayson. It's too much on it. And at the moment, Gateshead need to be a bit stronger and get the ball back. They do there. Richardson takes a touch.
Nice done well.
Yeah,
good. Switch is on.
Hannant is screaming for it here on this left-hand side.
Switch is still on.
Well,
I feel the look on in there.
Yeah. Whelan gets it to McBride. McBride has space to run into. Carries the ball forward. Not many options, although here's Grayson now. Hannant. What can he do to unlock something here? He tried to play it through the legs of Canu there and ricocheted off out for a throw. Bowman picks out McBride. Oh, he tries just to be too cute. He kept the ball though.
Did well to be fair.
Comes out for a Gateshead throw.
This is better from Gateshead though. Much better. Maybe Story going forward.
Well, Gateshead committing men forward here for the long throw. Story is in the box. Does Joe Grayson have a long throw on him like Cropper? I don't think we've seen it yet, have we? And it comes. It's a long one. It's up. Oh, the defender had all the time in the world to head that one clear, but Gateshead pick up the second ball. McBride. Back to Grayson. Grayson spots Hannon, just puts way too much on it, and out it goes for a goal kick.
Idea was right. But yeah, much better start to the second half from Gateshead.
Well, Josh Keeley just places the ball down.
It has gone very cold.
It has. It's starting to drop. Well, we are going to have the goal kick now. The wind just affecting that a little bit, the kick. It just slowed it down once it got into this Gateshead's half of the pitch, but the ball goes out of play on the far side for a Barnet throw. Canu. Pritchard. Hartigan. Cocker.
Oh, bobsled.
Nice bit of footwork. The cross in. It's dangerous one. And
he's done well there, Beach.
He did. He read it well. Come out. I just expected Kamaba there to just get in front of him, but he didn't.
It's a great ball in, by the way. Really good ball in.
Once again, Hannon and acres of space. No one sees him, but Whelan just keeps the ball moving here. It's there to be exploited, that gap at the moment that Hannon's finding, but nobody's finding Hannon with the ball. Good pressure from Barnet, making Gateshead play it all the way back.
He's done well there, Joe. Yeah, I feel it's happened a few times, with that.
Gateshead just having to get back into defensive shape after losing the ball in midfield. Pritchard, he's got acres of space here to pick out a teammate. So he does. Denanga, it's better. Nearly closed down there, but made Barnet play the ball backwards momentarily. Cropper plays the ball up there. It's a great touch. Lovely touch. And ball comes off Grayson for a Barnet throw. We're just starting to see Barnet get a slight foothold now in the second half. Well, Cropper Waiting for him to, and he's stealing more yards here. Well, I'm just she's letting him do it. That's 10 yards. Well, the throw comes in. Gateshead headed clear. Can Dinanga get onto this loose ball? He gets it under control. Oh, lovely touch to Whelan. Was he wiped out there? The referee said play on. And now Hannon, left-hand side, brings it forward. He's got teammates making a run. Oh, Whelan turns. Can he pull it back across? He can, but it deflects back to him. At the moment, Whelan puts a cross in there, and there's nobody there. Although, having said that, Hunter was busting a gut to try and get to the ball. Canu leaves Hunter behind him as he drives forward. Hunter still tracking back. And
too easy.
Plays it inside now at Hartigan. Well, that's where Gateshead have to be more clinical when they get on the break, as they did there. There is a few Gateshead substitutes warming up, so I suspect we might see a change soon. But Canu on the far side tries to use trickery to get past the player, but nearly come through to Dinanga. He's putting some work in as the ball is cleared up. It's going to bounce. Offside flag goes up.
I think it's a foul. I think he's given the pull.
Is it the pull? Well, quickly taken. Story now, edge of the Gateshead box.
Yeah, it's attacking players who are warming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Louis.
Back to Beach. The pressure from Barnet is relentless when Gateshead's in possession. Gateshead have dealt with that okay. Whelan to Hannant. Hannant plays it inside, but Dinanga is going to get there. Does very well. And now Gateshead can try and turn this into an attack as Whelan
switches on.
Finds Stott. Oh, Whelan got on that ball there. I don't know if it was an underhit pass, but
there's a quick switch on every time. And it's both sides as well, by the way. Oh, hello.
Oh, we've got some lights on here in the Tyne Weir stand.
For 50 pence in the metre.
Showing your age there, Mark. Marcus does well to hold it up. Oh, the ball was picked out by Pritchard, though. Oh, lovely tackle. And now Gateshead on the attack. Hunter, right-hand side. He's got McBride in front of him. Can he thread it through? Oh, what a poor ball. Poor ball. He put it behind him, but Gateshead still in possession. Bringing it forward through Whelan. Whelan now has Hunter. Can he bring the cross in from the dead ball line? Puts it over. There. Oh, just took away from Dinanga. And Hannant! What a goal! Oh! Pick that one out! Oh, Luke Hannant! Oh, what a finish! The keeper had no chance. He was like Buck Rogers in the air there. Oh, but Luke Hannant, what a sweet foot that was. It's a level game. 1-1. Well.
Yeah, outstanding strike. The technique on that is unbelievable from Luke Hannant. Well played. Jordan Hunter obviously made a slightly poor decision in the build-up. But he's made amends with a good cross that's caused problems. It's a really difficult finish, but he's made it look so simple. Outstanding from Luke Hannant.
Oh, the power he got on it from the whip is well, you'll see in the highlights for our audio listeners. But what a strike that was from Luke Hannant. He's not adverse to putting on a bit of showboating, but that's another one for the show reel for Mr. Hannant.
There's some complaints here from Dean Brennan, from the from Barnet management and Barnet coaching staff. I'm not sure what.
Well, we are going to see a substitution from Gateshead very soon, but at the moment it's level and Barnet play the ball up top. And Gateshead try to get the second ball. They do through Story. Nice touch from Stott to get it to McBride. McBride, lovely control from McBride. And Gateshead playing with a little bit of confidence now. Whelan sees the ball through to, lovely stuff from Warman. Can he pull it back across? Dinanga, goes behind for a corner.
I should just bring it back quickly. The move has started from the challenge from Stott in midfield, a brilliant challenge. We're going to see 2 subs as well,
It's a nice bit of footwork that from Warman to give himself the space. Well, we are going to see Kane Adam come on. Youngster who came from Welling United a few weeks ago. And we're going to see Kieran Evans as well, who was on loan from Cardiff City. So That does look like that lovely bit of footwork was the last bit of play for Warman, who comes off to a round of applause. Well, someone's saying they're looking forward to seeing the the Buck Rogers reference there. If anyone of a certain age seen Buck Rogers at the beginning, he's like flying through the air.
15, Jordan Huntley leading the pitch. Being placed by number 26, Kane Adom.
Wow. We are the home commentary, Howard Minton. We do get excited when Gateshead score. Thank you for your feedback. Gateshead, corner taken short. Whelan lays it off to McBride. Evans gets his first touch, puts a cross into the box and nodded clear, but Gateshead pick up the second ball through Story. Story now to Hannant. Turn from Adam, he gets there. Oh, impressive bit of pace there. Got past his man, but Barnet, anywhere will do at the moment. And Gateshead really playing with some confidence now. I wonder what a goal can do at times. But, as I say, Barnet, very good side, have to stay switched on.
Yeah, there's a lot of quality in this Barnet side, isn't there?
The throw in. Oh, it's going to fall to McBride. Can he finish it? Oh, he pulls it wide. He looked to have the goal at his mercy. Oh, rolling ball.
So here for Barnet as well.
Yeah, we're going to see Zach Brunt coming on, number 33. We'll find out who he's replacing momentarily here. If you are just joining us, it is 1-1. Luke Hannant won the goal, and Armstrong is the player making way, Marvin Armstrong. Oh. Well, Zach Brunt is on.
Substitution Barnet. Leading the pitch, number 5.
Cropper drops deep to receive the ball, plays it back to Josh Keeley. Ball over the top. And now, Evans puts the ball over. Denanga will be offside if he had a win for that. Headed clear by Barnet, but picked up by Gator. Joe Grayson puts it over the top, looking for the run of Denanga, but it's just going to skim away, and out it goes for a throw on our left-hand side. Well, I think that's a new pin in the map, Mark. We've got Callum Williams is listening in from the Panama Canal up the Bees. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, Gators, the home fans, a little bit aggrieved at the positioning of the throws after they've been awarded. The Story plays it back to Beach. Beach clears the ball up in turn, and
good header. Great header, that.
Read that well, didn't he, Aquino? Ball forward. Canu and Richardson renewing their battle as they've done all afternoon. Canu plays it back. Hart again in midfield. Plays it out to the far side. We're looking to... Oh, there's a free kick given. Players come together.
Yeah, it's not a great challenge.
No.
I think it'll be a booking here for Quentin Richardson. That's really poorly timed.
Yeah, it's just clattered into him, isn't he, on the touchline on the far side?
I hope he's all right here, because it did look quite a stern challenge.
Yeah.
It's been really, really good today, Connor. We're really impressed. Everything that I thought I would see from him today, I have seen. Look lively down that left-hand side, really caused Gateshead problems. The only thing that sort of lacked from him was literally a little bit of end product, but that's going to come at some point with him.
Yeah, he's not a player you like to have running at you.
Had some great wingers in the past as well, Barnet, like Darren Curry's and players like that.
He's in some discomfort. He's up though. I'll wait this free kick to be taken. Big men are up for Barnet. In it comes, the delivery. Oh, and it bounces right through. And
great ball in.
Barnet now put it back in through Brunt. And there's the header. Really should have hit the target there.
Poor communication on both sides there, by the way, because Gateshead are all over the place defensively. And there's a bit, I think
doesn't look good for Cano. He was in some discomfort before that free kick was taken, and he's went down again. So physio is coming on now. We're going to break in play. Wow. Luke Hannon was already in the goal of the season contenders for his FA Cup goal earlier in the season, and that one. Cano receiving treatment here. It'd be a shame he does have to go off. He's been one of the key men. And he's hobbling. He's going across to the far side. Of course, Barnet and Gateshead have shared some great midfielders over the years. Kenny Lowe, one of them, and John Oster as well. So some links between the two clubs. Kenny Lowe lives in Australia now. He was Perth manager, and I think he's part of the national setup there as well, the national team. We're back underway, and Gateshead carry the ball forward. There's the run on the far side of Adam. Nods the ball down to Whelan. There's good vision there. He gets the ball back, right-hand side. Oh, and he was wiped out on the far side. The referee gives a free kick.
Yeah, it's quite similar to Kenton Richardson's.
Yeah, it's clumsy.
It's just mistimed and clumsy. Yeah, it's
another yellow card. There's too many cards being given out. Well, Martin Duffy's put Barnet kind of take a dog out without losing the lead. When they're going to start putting games to bed. I think that's the gripe of all football fans, isn't it? You want to see a game out when you take the lead.
Dean Brennan having a pop at the fourth official there about the yellow. So we got a point.
Yeah. Well, both benches are in the fourth official's ear this afternoon.
He's just going to go home and just sit in the quiet room, isn't he?
Yeah.
Turn the telly off and do nothing. He's having to go back as well, by the way, the fourth official.
Well, free kick on the far side. Only whipped into the box, this one. Hannon stands over it.
I guess I got some.
In it comes. Adams there, and headed clear, though, by Barnet. It's going to be picked up on the edge of the area, put back in. No, Story's going to chase it down. Appeals for offside there. And get to try and keep that. Comes out for a goal kick there. Sorry. Thought it was going to. Good defending. Held himself up strongly there. Did the striker. Well, Barnet look to get the ball moving. Cropper. Oh, and Marcus Denanga hot on the heels of the defender there, making the keeper have to clear up the pitch. Oh, Atom is getting right involved, doesn't he, at the moment? And he puts it out there to McBride, right-hand side. Can he pull it back into the middle? He can. Headed back out. And Gateshead can win the ball in front of Cano. McBride plays it inside to Whelan. Lovely ball back. Is it just too much on it?
No, he's done well.
He's done well. Put it out for a throw.
Yeah, I think Cano's going to have to come off here. He's down again.
Yeah, it does look like we are going to see the introduction of Jordan Maguire-Drew. Yeah, Cano's pushing down his shin pads there, his socks. He's off.
It's a blow. Yeah, he's been really good today, really lively. Really caused problems down that right-hand side for Gateshead. But if you're going to bring someone on, Maguire-Drew's not a bad option.
Well,
still 20 minutes left.
Leading the pitch, 11, Chris Carnew, being replaced by number 15, Jordan Maguire-Drew.
Throw taken by Barnet. Gateshead get the ball, flick it up towards Denanga. Oh, well done, good control. Kane Adam really does look exciting, doesn't he, when he wants the ball, but Barnet disrupt and try and get the ball moving forward themselves. Off Whelan it comes. Hasn't went out. Whelan keeps it in. Ball in the centre. Oh, lovely. Oh, had a Hartigan and a clumsy one from Whelan there as Hartigan just got away from him.
I think he has slipped there, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an actual challenge, but yeah, he's unlucky there.
Yeah, another yellow card to add to the.
Had a moment where the ball boy on the far side has red boots on, and when the referee went towards a pocket, it genuinely looked as if she's got red out because you could see the boots in the background. But yeah, no complaints about that one at all. Well, to read high line gets a holding here.
It certainly is, and both managers still in the ear of the fourth official. Free kick taken. Stott wins the header. Evans gives it to Hannant. Grayson tries to pick out the run of McBride, and we've had it got through, but Whelan can pick up the second ball. He's got Adam on the far side, who has the overlap if he wants it, but cuts in with the ball himself. Hannant screaming for it, and the ball was just too of a hit for the run of Whelan.
Been quite excited by Adam since he's come on.
Yeah, I was expecting to see a bit of pace, but he's had the physical attributes there. He won a header as soon as he come on, didn't he? And kept the ball moving.
I do wonder if you might see McBride off and possibly bringing DeJean Brown on.
Possibly. So he was announced on Tuesday evening. DeJean Brown, hot talent from the Derby County Academy, featured in the first team already. As Kent Richardson wins the ball back, but couldn't pick out a teammate. And now on the far side, Pritchard. The ball came off Pritchard, and it's a throw into Gateshead.
I was looking at the players that he scored against, the clubs that he scored against in the under-21s league, and goals against the likes of Liverpool and Man City this season. So he's clearly got some sort of talent.
Well, it's trying to drive forward with the ball here, chasing it down. Well, up towards Kabamba, who nods it on. Gateshead trying to win the ball back in midfield.
Let's go back to where Barnet are just starting to pick up on the second balls again, you know.
Yeah. It's been played.
That's well played. That's really well played from Gateshead. They've got themselves out a bit of a muddle there.
Stott can bring it forward. Gets it out to Hannant. Ball over the top. Is Whelan onside? No, he left it, and
no, that would have been controversial.
Yeah, Denanga had been coming through, but Barnet's defence managed to get it back to the keeper.
Well played.
Pritchard puts it over the top. Now he's done very well to try and get in control and shot off. And for a second, I thought maybe seen the flag there, but he was onside. I think when the ball played over the top, was expecting that to nestle in the top right-hand corner there.
Yeah, Barnet just got shown some signs of getting back on top here.
Yeah, well, Brunt has the ball, lays it off. Brunt gets it back, sliding tackle from McBride. It was a little bit reckless there. You're always going to side with the player that got tackled when you come in from the side like that. Well, DeJean Brown is warming up to our left-hand side.
Callum Stedman coming on for Barnet. Had a short spell in the northeast with South Shield. Signed from Hitchin Town. Probably didn't get as much a chance as he should have done, but he's kind of proved South Shield wrong because you went back to Hitchin, scored goals there. He's got moves into the National League. He's done well with Barnet. Certainly knows where the goal is.
Well, there is a Barnet player down at the moment. I can't see quite who it is.
This brief hiatus, I'll just let you know that the 50-50 draw has been claimed. It was number 295.
Well, stoppage here. We've got 15 minutes of normal time remaining.
Congratulations to the winner.
Hazard, I guess, with the substitutes at the moment. We're probably at 4 minutes, and in the stoppages,
Going to be a 5 o'clock finish.
quite possibly.
Is it Kabamba that's down?
I think it is, yeah.
It's definitely a sub. It's definitely Stead.
Yeah, well, Stead is coming on, number 10. And I think it could be Kabamba coming off. By the looks of it, I think he's pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, interviewing Stead, I think he scored on his debut for South Shields and spoke, of his determination to do well in the Northeast with South Shields. And I don't know, it was a strange one. It just didn't quite happen for him. And you could see that he had talent. You could see that he knew where the goal was. And it was quite strange spell.
Kabamba is just holding the back of his thigh there, and he's walking a little bit gingerly. So it does look like more precaution than anything else, but
done well today as well, hasn't he, Kabamba?
Yeah.
Real threat top end.
He's got that great knack of being in the right place at the right time.
There is that, but I mean, his hold-up play has been excellent, and he's just been constant physical presence. Kind of disrupted the Gateshead defence as well.
Well, Callum Stead's first.
It's dangerous. Gateshead holding a really high line here.
In it comes. Gateshead can clear it. Can they get the second ball as Adam chases Pritchard down and Kung Fu style wins the ball back? But Pritchard picks up the second ball. It's a good ball cleared. And now they have it on the far side, but Story does well, pokes it out.
We are going to see Dejon Brown.
Yeah, Dejon Brown is coming on, and it looks like for McBride here. So Gateshead's new on loan striker comes on to make his debut here.
I think there was a little bit of talk about that he could play in a number 10 role, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a straight swap here.
Yeah.
Done well,
on he comes. This is his first team debut for Gateshead. And he slots straight into some defensive work straight away here.
Back front on the edge of the box.
In comes the throw in. Gateshead need to win the header. They do. Need to clear it for the second time. Dejon clears it away, only as far as a Barnet shirt though. And he's under pressure here, and he picks up the loose ball because Barnet player left it behind him now. Denanga chasing down to put the pressure on. Anywhere will do for the defender there. And
poor from
someone in the crowd. The ball handling isn't up to scratch. We'll not see them in goal anytime soon. Dejon Brown is on. It's just been confirmed, as we know. And he slipped. Did well, though. Let's hear Callum Stead putting the pressure on him there. Whelan plays the ball forward, looking for the run of Denanga. Can he get round his man? The defender's there. And clears the ball.
Good ball.
Up to Hartigan. And Gateshead.
It's a bit more energy about Gateshead second half, isn't there?
Yeah, I think they needed to be, really.
Oh, yeah.
But Barnet, their game plan is still the same.
Still a massive threat.
And well, nothing there. He got straight up. It's just a platter of feet together. Story. So it's a high press. I don't want to let Gateshead get past the midfield and forward line, do they, at the moment, Barnet? They've stuck to that all game. Now, a little back heel there, but falls to Story. Now Whelan has space to run into.
It's got to
Brunt just did enough there. Closed him down well, and now
dangerous here.
We've got right hand side of the box. There's Hall Johnson. Oh, he's done a bit of trickery. Can he pull it across? He's hit the crossbar. He tried to dip it in. Looks like he made a save on it there.
Yeah, I think it got deflection off Hannon.
Well. Panicky moment for the Gateshead defence. Corner from the far side.
Yeah, just dangerous moment that. It's going to come right in towards...
just seemed to have all the time in the world, didn't he? When he was bringing it forward. Header on. Goes wide. Well, they're appealing for a penalty there.
Handball, possibly.
I don't know. Didn't say anything from our vantage point, but there's a few Barnet players seen something.
Yeah, normally when people react like that, there's something happening.
Yeah.
Just got to go.
It's
just got to go.
Well, Beach had a little stumble there. Gateshead managed to play it out from the back over the top, and Denanga couldn't get past his man. I don't think he would have got there anyway if he hadn't have bumped into him. Story wins the header. Poor flick from Pritchard.
Evans
puts it through, and now Adam driving through on goal. He's got Tananga in the middle. Doesn't need him! A fantastic debut goal for Kane Adam, and Gateshead take the lead here. They caught Barnet on the break. And the substitutions have paid well here for Gateshead. Well, we've had a turnaround here, but this game is far from over. We've still got, everyone's still 10 minutes to go, plus stoppages. And Gateshead can't take their foot off the pedal here. They've got to stay fully concentrated because...
Quite surprised he didn't play Tananga in there, I've got to be honest. I think he would have been in for some wise words if he hadn't scored there. It's a good finish in the end.
What an impact he's made so far. But the game isn't over. As I said there before, we've still probably got about 15 minutes to play here, all in all. And Barnet will be looking to get straight back on top of the Gateshead defence.
Yeah, we know Barnet are going to, come at Gateshead in the last 10 minutes here, plus injury time. There's going to be some threat. Gateshead just have to keep their heads now. We know what quality there is in this Barnet side. We know exactly how it's going to go.
Aquino's ball goes out of play on the far side, and there's a lot of finger pointing and angry gestures between the Barnet players at the moment. Get a throw just inside the Barnet half. Oh, Evans. It has to be said, the ball through at him was lovely as well from Evans for the goal. Cleared by Grayson. Denanga's going to chase this one down.
He's offside, Denanga. He's miles off there.
Well, back to Keeley. Oh, put the keeper under pressure. As the ball goes up, and Story enjoying the height advantage over Callum Stead. Has to be said. Definitely a player that would appreciate the ball at his feet, not up in the air. At the moment, Barnet's passing just let them down. So did Gateshead's, though. Certainly been an action-packed game. We haven't had any dull moments, have we?
God, no.
Now, Richardson picks out Evans. Evans just gets his feet in. Oh, and Evans just overran it, but Gateshead win the ball back. And now, if you look up, Hannans, he's on. I think he's offside here.
Not.
He's onside. What can Hannan do?
Well,
Tries to pin it through for Tananga. Oh, it's just going to come away, but he can't get the shot away. If he pulls it back, there was no one running in. You criticise strikers for being selfish.
He probably should have been a little bit
should
more
have been
selfish.
there, yeah. Ball over the top, Callum Stead, offside flag, will go up now.
I'm not sure, that looked tighter than I think people are making out there. By the way, I know it's really early, but I think Lewis Story's been fantastic today. He's headed everything clear that he's had to head clear. From a Gateshead point of view, he'd be man on the match.
Including 124 away.
Oh, fantastic away following from Barnet. 100 and was it 24 there?
124, yeah.
124, fantastic away following from the Barnet faithful there. But another 1,000+ crowd here at Gateshead Stadium. This ball goes over to Adam. It's been headed clear though, and out it goes for a throw-in just inside Gateshead's own half.
Went to a few Barnet games in my younger days. One of my mates at school was a Barnet fan. I remember going to Carlisle when they played there in the days of Tony Cotty being player manager, and they took a fantastic following up there. I think it was near the end of the season. Just a great club, really great club.
DeJean Brown headed it on at him. He does well to get the ball. He's under pressure. Evans carries the ball forward. Still going, Evans. Cuts inside. Still going, Evans. Lovely bit of footwork. He needs to lay it off. Oh, he tried to pick out Denanga.
I think it was Kenton Richardson.
Was it Kent Richardson? Was it? Wow. I thought it was Evans there. Yeah. Apologies to Kent Richardson. Lovely stuff. Well,
yeah. Get taken out of hurry up here. Someone's going to get booked for time wasting.
Well, Grayson, we're going to see another. Here's long throw. In it goes towards the penalty spot. Headed clear. And then in turn, volleyed clear. They put the ball over the top now, and it is a foot race. Hall Johnson, but Beach comes out.
It's not matter. Different.
Unconventionally knee it away, and there's a foul on Hannant, who looks at the sky from his back. Well, don't know if he landed awkwardly there or a cramp, but he's put a shift in today, has Luke Hannant.
Well, we were talking about him before he came on air and saying,
he's an experienced player, and we're saying there's a few players today had to step up to the plate.
It really has.
Thus far, it's happened, but this is.
I think we've still got about 10 minutes
Yeah,
left here.
that's what I was just about to say. That there's a lot of football still to be played here at Gateshead International Stadium. Oh,
Good
lovely nod on by Dejon Brown and Denanga, just trying to feed on it, but couldn't get to it. And Barnet's composure just seems to have left them somewhat with the balls forward. I don't know if that's because they haven't got the target man to aim for now, because Callum Stead isn't the biggest of targets to aim for.
Yeah, what Stead does well is he disrupts players and defenders.
Ball over the top there, and Evans does well to try and disrupt. Pritchard does very well there, but didn't pick out a teammate. And now Gator can pick up the loose ball, puts it over the top for Denanga. Denanga nods it down. Dejon Brown, can he get there? Or Pritchard just...
It's really well done.
Got round him. Oh, and crucial interception.
Pritchard did brilliantly there. He just used a bit of leverage just to move the defender, to move Brown on.
Well, Hartigan sees the run of Hall Johnson here.
Don't back off.
Up against, he's driving forward of the ball. He's got the overlap here if he wants it, but he plays it across. Now Pritchard with the shot.
Oh, what a block.
The block, the appeals for handball. It's still not out yet. Now comes in the cross. And he's at the post. He missed it. Hall Johnson had the goal at his mercy, and he's just put it against the post. Now, surely it was harder to hit the post from there than what it was the back of the net. But he only got the slightest of touches onto it.
He's got to score. Got to score. Big let off. This is a threat you're facing from a really good Barnet side as well.
In comes the cross. Beach needs to come out and claim that, and he does.
Yeah, that's really poor miss, isn't it? He's got to score. All he's got to do is literally hit the centre of the goal. It's you can see he's devastated as well.
Yeah, he's you don't get many gilt-edged chances like that, do you, on a plate? It's the second time they've hit the woodwork though in this game.
It's a third.
The third.
Second time in the second half.
Ball bouncing around. Gator pick it up. Dejon Brown.
He's done well, huh?
Yeah, he has. And does he want to throw it? No, kept in by Barnet on the far side. And now Barnet through Aquino. Hartigan. Now they're trying to move, got the space, but they need to keep the ball moving fast up the pitch. Stead drops deep to get involved. Now Pritchard. Clever ball. I thought he was going to try and aim it for Hall Johnson there, but brought forward by Cropper. Cropper dinks the ball out to the left-hand side. And now comes the cross in, but hits the Gateshead man. Kept in, no, by Barnet. Underlap. He's going to pull it back across, and there's no... Oh! And defending from Luke Hannant there to nod it out.
Yeah, Gateshead not marking runners there. Not following runners, I should say. In the last minute. Normal time anyway.
Well,
it'll be 4 or 5 added on.
At least. I would hazard maybe 6 as the cross comes in. It's a dangerous one. Up in the air, and it goes behind the Gateshead goal kick. Oh, and Beach, he just lost his foot in there. Thought he had hurt himself. He seems to be moving okay.
Oh, Rob Elliott doesn't look happy with how much has been added on here.
I think it's 6 or 8 minutes.
Difficult decision between our goal scorers. The decision is
Hannant.
Number 19, Luke Hannant.
Yep.
I don't want Louis Story, I'll be honest.
There's a few in there that kept plugging away. It hasn't been...
It is 8 minutes.
Yeah, it is 8 minutes added on here. And we're into that now. 8 minutes. And Barnet will be looking to use every one of those to try and pull something back.
Tell you what. Well, great touch. What a touch. Oh, it's not. It's gone out.
Well, I tell you what, I've been impressed with Dejan Brown, his work rate, his movement, his positioning has been very good for a youngster as well. And it's a promising little cameo debut so far. Got to remember, he's still very young.
Yeah, 18-year-old, plenty of promise by the look of it.
Evans pulls the ball up well. Twisting and turn, takes it down to the corner flat. Oh, it's a lovely bit of trickery from Evans. He's still got the ball.
Brilliant.
Story plays it forward. Adam gets it to Story, out to the right-hand side now, and Whelan, ball comes off a Barnet player, throw on the far side. 7 minutes remain of the allotted 8. And time added on. Ball chipped up there, but comes back to Gateshead. Barnet battling to get the ball back, and a strong tackle there. Referee says play on. And now Barnet can break, and Hall Johnson's in acres of space here on the right-hand side. Barnet getting forward in numbers. Hall Johnson drives towards the goal, goes for a shot, hits it off. Luke Hannon, good defending. When you get forward in numbers like that, you just expect them to create a chance. Well, this one's going to go right into the mixer. Someone went to show for a short one. In it comes. Headed clear, though, by Dejan Brown.
Yeah, got 3v2
and now
to work, right.
Gateshead need to get this ball forward. There's Whelan. If he looks up, he's got Evans in space, who he finds. Evans just has to chase the ball down. Can he keep it in? Oh, he can it. Just too much on it, but nice break there. Dejan Brown with the defensive foot, that helped lead to that. Brought forward by Aquino. Played back to Hardigan.
He switches on every time again.
He's in acres of space, Hall Johnson here. He's too much space. He gets the ball now. Oh, there's a ball. Drew Maguire, little trickery. Twisting and turn, lays it off to Hall Johnson. Tries to win a corner and does so. Pressure, late pressure from Barnet.
In the 4th minute of added on time.
The goalkeeper's coming up now. Well, this is a big gamble with 5 minutes remaining in injury time. As Gateshead up, the ball up in the air. Oh, he had to put it over. Another corner. Wow. We've seen the speed of Evans so far. If the ball can get cleared, he's away. But we know their deliveries have been really good throughout this game.
It's a feature of the game, hasn't it?
Yeah. In comes now. Goalkeeper comes up. Dejan Brown wins the header. And there's a foul. And the keeper's hurt himself as well in the process going up there for that one. So Josh Keeley is down at the moment. He couldn't write it. There's a Gateshead player down as well. Louis Story, I think. He's in a fair bit of pain. Barnet players are over the top of him. Trying to pick him up as well. Well, this game's had it all but a red card at the moment. I don't want to tempt fate, but at the moment we have 4 minutes remaining, but we've had a little stoppage here, so it could be another 6 still. Well, Story back up on his feet, as is Josh Keeley, and he's running back to his own goal. We have a free kick to Gateshead.
A quick word for Eddie Beach. He's
had a shaky start.
Shown confidence, hasn't he, in the second half. Mm-hmm. He's improved as the games went on.
The Barnet manager does have a point here. The free kick is being taken about 10 yards from where it happened.
And the rest.
Yeah. Ball up the top towards Denanga. Ball won by Barnet in the air, but the poked forward by Gateshead. Barnet bring it down on the far side. Cleared down the line, but there's Whelan just to nod it back up. At the moment, it's just went a little bit haywire at the moment for Gateshead, the passing. As that one there wasn't the greatest, but it was kept really in. Well. He's done very well, and Hannon, no nonsense. into the away crowd nearly there, the ball. Well,
yeah, it's gone backwards. Everyone calm down.
Hartigan plays crossfield ball. Keno plays it out to Corker. Committing men forward. Barnet here. They're trying to carve something open. Now they've got the space here as well now and men forward, but I think Pritchard should have put that in earlier.
He's been told that as well.
Hartigan.
Now you press.
Cropper. And now they try and build on the right-hand side. Gateshead sitting deep at the moment. It's on the edge of their area. Crossfield ball. It's in too much space. Pritchard. Can they get another cross into the box? Cuts inside. Still waiting for a patient build-up here from Barnet. And they got the cross in. Oh, it's been headed away by Gateshead. Was a foul? Was that? Referee says no. Now, this played down the line. It's going to be cut back across. It has. Gateshead's there to clear it, and they need to get that body in front of it. Now it's cleared. And Gateshead, hooker by crook, get it away. But Carl Magnay is not happy. Well, Gateshead fans enjoying themselves at the moment, but it's not over yet. But Denanga now on the break. He's got him lovely. He was aware of the man coming in behind him, Kieran Evans, who's trying to beat too many men and needs to carry on to the whistle. And now he's pulled it back.
Oh, what is that?
That is poor officiating.
That's a really bizarre one, because I tell you, Barnet have got every right to be annoyed with that.
Kieran Evans stopped there when it wasn't a whistle. Thought he had a foul, then there was appeals and just pulled it back. That is poor.
That just looked like it was given because Gates had appeal.
Well, I think the Barnet manager might bust a blood vessel here with that one. Can understand why as well. We've got 30 seconds remaining of the added on time, but how much stoppages from the
it's a great ball, by the way.
The little injury we've had in added on time. Whelan puts the ball over the top, looking for Adam to run onto it. Still going, Adam. He's great stuff from the youngster. And he's won a corner as well.
You know what? He's been a royal live wire since he's came on, and his energy, his work rate, and his strength and pace has caused all sorts of problems. Well, Gator just need to be clever here. Bit of game management. One of those horrible football phrases people use.
Yeah, it's just going to be kept in the corner situation here. We went through the full 8 minutes here, but as I say, there was a stoppage for the goalkeeper and Story down in the gated box. So maybe a minute left, but at the moment, Dejan holding it up in the corner. He's holding off two players at the moment, and Whelan puts it out to play, throw it to be taken. And at the moment, Gator bench arms aloft, wondering why the whistle hasn't been taken, but the referee would have stopped the watch for the players down. So there's at least another. And there you go, Gator turn it round from being 1-0 down at half-time. A wonderful, superb solo effort from Luke Hannant to volley it into the back of the net, and then the substitute in Kane Adam running through onto goal and buried it into the back of the net. Sees Gateshead get all 3 points here at Gateshead International Stadium. A massive thank you, Mark, for joining me today. Strange game at times. Whether you look at the officiating, that's another story. But Gateshead dug deep, got themselves back into it, and Barnet, well, they'll be kicking themselves that they let the league go.
Yeah, very much a game of 2 halves on it. Barnet by far the better side first half, Gateshead the better side the second half. Gateshead had to dig deep there. This feels, for me, it feels a monumental win, this, I've got to be honest, because I look at it and you just think, if this result had gone against Gateshead, bit of a little daunting run coming up with fixtures, it's after the run they've been on, after all the changes.
And we say the changes are a big thing. We talk about how these players have been thrown in at the deep end, some of them very young, some of them just come to the region as well, moved away across the country, and to settle in against one of the best sides in the National League. Let it be said, Barnet are no slouches, and they'll be up there. They'll be up there at the end of the season. But to see these young lads come in and thrive, and the cameo appearances as well from Dejan Brown, he looked a player that looks very capable against some of the best defenders in the league here today. But a magnificent turnaround, a goal for the highlight reel for Luke Hannant, and a wonderful debut goal for Kane Adam.
Yeah, very much. And it was going to take some inspiration, and I think that's what, not necessarily just the equaliser, but the manner of the equaliser.
And a special mention as well for Marcus Denanga there. His goals have dried up somewhat of late. There's no hiding from that. But his work rate today and off-the-ball presence was very, very joyful to watch, because he's had his critics in recent weeks, and but today he had the team working around him in the final third.
He did. He was better as the game went on. His hold-up play was excellent. And as I say, I mean, the Hannon strike, I think the manner of it is just inspired games.
Lovely story. Giving Jane up the crowd, so is Kent Richardson. They're happy to get back to winning ways, Gateshead. I'll just have a quick look at the league table to see if Gateshead do get themselves back in the playoffs. And I'll do that just before we go off. And 1 second, I'll get that with you momentarily. But a big thank you to everyone that has joined us. Please like and subscribe. Join us tomorrow evening for the Heat Army Podcast Live, where Gateshead will be talking about this great win here against 1 second against Barnet, and the referee getting a warm reception there. As it stands, Gateshead are in 8th place. I don't know if that's the live league table. If not, but still, Gateshead just a point outside of the playoff positions with a game in hand on lots of the teams above them. So a big thank you to join us here on the National League TV streaming service and the Heat Army podcast. And at the moment, the Barnet manager, he's got his 2 layers in a huddle. He's given them constructive criticism, and they will come back stronger. Don't you worry about that. Good luck for the rest of the season to Barnet. It wasn't your day to day, but you have a fantastic squad there, and you will be up there challenging. So that's a big thank you from me, and we will see you tomorrow night on the Heat Army Podcast Live. And don't forget to like and subscribe.